no idea. But I did it with Ashenvolt, and you know, they were like the Flammis. It was like they like got told he knew English, and then like went into his stream and literally typed, "Can you speak English?" ? And he was like, "Yeah." And apparently his English is great, and he's actually a very vocal player, which is I find really amusing. But we're live. Hey, we're live.
Podcast mode off, Counter-Strike live, and I mean,
go.
some good filler there, some good conversations.
Great.
Either way, what's even better than those conversations is Counter-Strike, and we've got Stame in the server, by the way, so we now know who GUN5's fifth will be, and they're not wasting any time getting themselves into this pistol round.
This is looking like it's a favorable round for the T side. They have the bomb down. They've set up post-plant positions. There is no kill for NiP. There is a Molotov. However, it's now two players forced to retake by themselves from CT. I don't know what you can do with this Molo right now. Like, throw it towards connector, which would probably be the best option. But, you know, it only lasts a couple seconds. Bomb 10 seconds lasts longer than that. And yeah, it's round over. GUN5, a very simplistic A execute while also sending players through middle. Kind of bog standard 101. And they end off with 3 players alive. Also, Sadaim, as I was mentioning, he did play with them in EPL against Sampi yesterday. And they won 13-1 on Mirage and then 13-5 on Ancient. Obviously, Sampi's not NiP, but they've got experience with winning with Sadaim.
Yeah, well, that is important to keep in mind. Of course, he was benched on the Amcal roster fairly recently. You know, they lost their star AWP. Of course, Icy moved across to Cloud9. And so they're going through a bit of a rebuilding period, clearly. They brought Nota into the mix, who's actually apparently one to keep an eye on. I didn't see much of him in Rush B, but yeah, so...
He's crisp.
Yeah, well, I think Stame also, I mean, he's still in the infancy of his career, and I think he has a lot to offer a team. So I'm keen to see what he can do here with this GUN5 roster. Either way, a couple kills for NiP in the full eco, and now we get into the business end.
Yeah, I actually saw Nota on Amcal yesterday, and boy, is he aggressive. But it also, like, the whole team seems to be structured around, like, Crad supporting him, especially on Inferno, for instance. And it worked out really well. And, like, there weren't many times where I actually thought that aggression was a bad thing. I thought it was always, like, somewhat calculated and there was a point behind it. Only maybe a couple times. But, okay, as you mentioned, we're into the gun round. GUN5. They're against the full A1Ss. There's no AWP, obviously, just out for Wrinkle yet. And it's going to be an instant maneuver towards this B bomb site for GUN5.
I like this. I really like this option in the first gun round. It's something direct, and there's only one player here right now. Alex Jumpspot has got some support that's going to come through from Wrinkle, but there's no more utility for the CT to keep them at bay. So they're going to need to find the frags, and frag they will. Good double out of Alex. A little bit of space taken up by GUN5. I don't know if it's actually enough to plant the bomb. They've got catwalk control, but Tania wants to fight. And, I mean, he's been able to get a kill, but they just don't have the numbers to sustain this trade game right now. Easy gets one back, and actually a second. Res is low, and no Res is outside of the market door. He's going for the smoke bang right now. Res is just looking to try and get to safety, and this one will simmer down for a moment, but only a moment.
I really thought Easy had that, Haze. I really thought he did, but ultimately GUN5, like, they get themselves onto that bomb site. It's a 3 versus 4, and we see every single player take individual fights. There was no element of cohesion. There was utility down that was separating them, but they didn't wait for that utility to fail. Like, they had so much time on the clock because of how it was a cool out of spawn. But I think that was a really messy, I don't even want to say post plant, but like on the bomb, kind of like trying to hold your position. So NiP, a good first round on the board. However, it comes at a big cost. They only keep one player alive.
Like GUN5 have a fantastic investment in this next round either, and that comes down to the kills found in the eco. Wrinkle fighting forward. This is really brave. I wasn't expecting this after he gets the first kill stairs. And he's got more work to do. He's been able to find 3 frags down and a 4th as well. Wrinkle is doing it all. Selta left remaining. And he'll go down to Maxter. I love that from Wrinkle. I mean, that's a statement, man.
A statement. It's also his first 4 kills in the game. He just goes, you know what? This is my round, guys. I'll take it from here. And he's a player that we were hyping up massively in the pre-show, saying that, like, look, we were actually seeing real, like, signs of brilliance from him on LAN, of all things, against some of the better teams. And to do it in a quite an important kind of, what is that round? It's like a deciding round where GUN5, like, you know, NiP, they've got two in a row. They've broken GUN5's economy. They've given themselves some breathing room. Wrinkles also did it with a Galil and is able to upgrade to the AWP, which is going to be really massive for longevity going into the next further rounds. And it's just about doing this one as clean as possible. They've only lost one player. The aim is to keep it that way and see if Alex can then get the SMG from Connector. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get it in time. No, Alex has to stay on SMG, but NiP, they keep 4 alive against the Eco.
Yeah, least of their worries. Numbers alive, building up some money. I mean, listen, we haven't really mentioned this point. I feel like GUN5, if they're going to stand a chance in this series, they have to win Mirage, right? Because we're going to Ancient next. And NiP beat FaZe on LAN on Ancient. So there's no world they lose to GUN5. Right, Freddy? Never. Never in any universe can they lose to that team on Ancient. So
I think... so like...
have I exaggerated slightly?
No, like, I don't think you've exaggerated, but I do this thing where I've seen so much of GUN5, and I've had it a few times with, like, who did I watch recently? It was Bait versus Eternal Fire. And it's because we've seen so much of Bait, so I know what they can do. And I was, like, really having the narrative of, like, look, like, if this happens, like, you know, if this player steps up, I've seen it against this team, seen it against this team. Eternal Fire is a step above the rest of them, but it's still plausible. And then Eternal Fire swept them. So I was like, okay, never mind. But I'm doing the exact same thing where, like, I've seen GUN5 against Furia. You know, I casted that grand final when they beat Furia in CCT Season 4. And I'm like, that's a legit tier 1.5 team, I guess.
1.5 at best.
1.5, yeah. And it was like, that was a decisive 2-0 victory on Nuke and on Mirage, I'm pretty sure as well. And it's like, I've seen that. I know what they can do. I want to, you know, I don't think this is a cut down. Like, if you see it from an outside perspective, you're like, NiP, they always win. Who are GUN5?
I know,
right? I'm like,
I know.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah. But the GUN5 only win this series. The only world in which they win it is if NiP just, like, don't pitch up at all, right? Even if NiP coast along at 60%, that should be enough for them to beat GUN5, honestly. So I don't think GUN5, you know, you get these situations. It's the same as a clutch in Counter-Strike. You can normally only win a clutch if your opponents make a mistake. And I think this is one of the series where GUN5 should realistically only be able to win it if NiP don't pitch up, right? Like, let's say both teams play good Counter-Strike, NiP should clean them up. And the only reason that we're harping on about this is not to just be like, you know, taking a dump on GUN5 and just writing them off completely before we get in the series. It's not like we're biased casters. It's just that we need to be realistic about the optics of this game, so that if there is ever a world in which GUN5 make the comeback or make the upset happen and they win this, it's like, that was never supposed to happen. And that will really then emphasize what a special occasion it is, right? And I feel like those lines are often blurred when we're casting. So I just wanted to highlight that.
Yeah, I think, like, I actually haven't watched Masters of NiP, so I'm not too sure, like, what to expect from them. I think when I saw Isaac, so Isaac's the newest addition, right? He was the kind of final piece of the puzzle. Yeah, it was Isaac that got announced, and he was kind of the final fifth. I think NiP had a really difficult time where they were constantly picking up these academy players. And I saw Isaac, and I was like, yeah, no, this is legit now. Like, that is maybe one of the perfect players I would add to the end of this. Of like, he, from what I've spoken to Ash, okay, I guess we'll bring him up when they used to play, when he used to coach on Game Legion at the major. He's like, you know, Keels and Isaac, like, people don't realize how much of an impact they have on the server. And I think especially when you've got players like Maxter and Wrinkle who can perform, having someone like Isaac to be there to enable their performance is really important.
Well, that's what they've been looking for, right? That's what they've been lacking for a long time, is that anchor, that rock on the team where you know he's Mr. Reliable, and then your guys, your stars can pop off and feel like they've got that freedom to try and make a play, to try and, you know, read a situation and go outside of the system. And if they die, it's like, okay, but I know Isaac is still alive, and he's the reliable one. So does give your teammates a lot more freedom when you've got somebody like him in the mix. Problem is,
we going podcast mode again?
Yeah, we are. Problem is, Maxter's just not, I don't think he's entirely ready to step into like that star player role at this level, right? So then when you're looking at firepower, your two super reliable players in that regard has got to be Wrinkle and Rez. I feel like you need a third though.
Yeah, I remember with Maxter, like, I think, so he was on the NiP Academy roster, and they played, like, at a very high level. You know, he's won a We Play Academy series with them. And I remember towards the end of kind of like last So it would have been, I guess, beginning of this year, at the end of last year. That squad was supposed to be like the best Swedish team, basically. So you had, like LNZ, Era, Nilo, Adam B, and they never. So yeah, it was the end. It was last year, pretty much. It was 2023, and they didn't actually achieve that, and that's why the kind of project got shut down a little bit. But I'm really glad Maxter stayed with NiP, and I think I agree with you though. I don't think it's quite ready for this level. But it's just going to be a, when you've got people like Alex, Rez, and Isaac, and also Exist on the coach, like you're only going to be doing better and better. And they also have a lot of support from staff. However, we're live. Seltzer, they're doing the exact same gun round pretty much, but just reverse. Send Seltzer out middle, and then storm out of the A-bomb sites.
And they found an opening kill. Rez is here to try and keep them at bay. I didn't realize how far forward they actually are right now. Sadaim will capitalize and find a kill, and that's going to give them a man advantage for now. But you look at the health, and it doesn't look incredible for GUN5. They're walking wounded right now in towards the same bomb site. Wrinkle sees two players at the same time. Takes down the ramp threat. And Rez gets a kill in the meantime. So all of a sudden, NiP, they've got themselves an edge here in the round.
This is super uncomfortable for GUN5. You don't have the bomb, okay, now picked up. They don't realize they do actually have the space to work with, and well, even though they do identify Wrinkle, he still steps up. Bomb being planted. Today, a new piece to this puzzle. Just walks straight into the Orp's crosshair, and Wrinkle, he's had a phenomenal performance on these really clutch rounds.
Yeah, he has. That's exactly what they need out of him as well, composure. Very reliable between himself and Rez. The guys we actually highlighted just before we got back into the action are the ones who find all 5 kills. And well, GUN5 have now attempted this direct approach a couple times, Freddy, but it hasn't really yielded the fruits of success they would have been hoping for. So plan A kind of going out the window at this point. Do they have other gears to fall back on is the question.
Well, I think, to be honest, I just want to see them default. Like, we actually haven't seen a default. We've seen them, like, literally from spawn, go B, go A. Like, that's all we've seen on their gun rounds. And this is a weird round if you do want to go for that default, because you don't have heaps of utility. So we're going to see an identical round from the previous. It's Yellow playing around this Molotov. He had space, but the nade chunks him down. Seltzer has already got into connector. So, yes, finally, we do get an opening kill on A, but Seltzer... Oh, he had such a good timing, but doesn't expect a player to be behind him through that smoke. Regardless, though, even though we've seen a double opener from Tenir, it's a 3 versus 3.
Well, Maxter is just looking to try and take every fight available right now. Casello will go down, and that gets him advantage for NiP now in the retake. Sadaim is having to look to reposition himself back around through T-spawn to come ramp, because I think they saw him palace. He's hoping to just try and change up his position. Alex does good damage with the wall bang there. Forces Easy slightly out of position. He does work in conjunction with Sadaim to find a frag. There's a smoke here on Wrinkle. There's a kit on him as well. They tapped the defuse to force Sadaim out. They found the frag, and NiP are looking pretty damn composed in these situations.
Like, that was not an easy round to be winning out. Like, you lose pretty much both of your site players, and you're still able to retake, even though Seltzer had this really oppressive position in connector. I think that, for me, is the most important frag. The fact that Maxter can get that 1 kill and just allow them to focus on the bomb site itself and just not allow Seltzer to run havoc. GUN5, still, I'm again just calling for a default. Like, do we have to be making these plays off spawn?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like GUN5. It's not like the early round has been the problem for them. They've been pretty good in the early round so far, but... Do we have a bit of a glitch on the HUD right now? I see there's a blue X from a CT side.
Yeah.
All 5 players still alive.
It's been like that in a few different rounds as well. I think it's like stuck there pretty much. But we can try and ignore it. In the meantime, though, this round's over. Like, this round is over.
Caught me off guard a little bit, but it is. You're right. It's over before it's even begun. GUN5 are looking to try and make very early moves in all of these rounds, and like I said, they've been able to get into some good positions in these early rounds. That hasn't really been the problem. Unfortunately, not the case here. And look at Rez. He's so smart with his repositioning. Steim is never, ever going to expect Rez to be in this corner. So that's a frag for free.
And while Easy's on 11 HP, Orp doesn't care about how high or low, it still will just hit that one shot. GUN5 Not gonna lie, I still don't really understand what the play was there. You send 2 players A, 3 middle, and the 3 mid go up short. When you've got 2 players A, like, what was the plan there? Were you wanting to fake out A and then try catch players off if they rotate away? But then the short players take the first contact. Regardless, GUN5, they're not gonna get a bomb down, so they're gonna have to finally go into this lower purchase. But even though I say that, Sadame and Xello have basically fully bought. This utility has been fantastic. NiP, so many different rounds. They've been getting really high damage with grenades.
That's what you expect from a team who play at their level, right? Utility usage to be sublime. Either way, GUN5 have found another opening kill on the A bomb site. That's been the case a couple times here already. Wrinkle recognizes there's got to be some space elsewhere, and he's been able to take it. Backstabs to Nia, bullet to the back of the head. Bomb plant follows through, and NiP are going to have to retake with the man disadvantage again. They've proven to be proficient in these situations already, Freddy. Can they do it again?
Well, that's the kill that starts it off, right? And you also have so much utility for NiP. Flashbangs are good. Easy, though. Does dodge it and can't do anything with it. Celta now. 1 versus 1. He's already found 2. Maxter tapping the bomb. Is not looking the right way. Celta is a teed up for him, but the spam reveals his position. However, it still connects. A 1 versus 3. GUN5 safe from the jaws of defeat.
Oh my goodness, ridiculous effort coming through from him. That was the half buy from GUN5. They just put pedal to the metal. It's more pace, just shoving themselves down NiP's throat. And it works out very well, at least courtesy of the 1 versus 3 from Celta. That'll give them a good boost of confidence. It's their map pick, and they certainly need more than what they've been able to muster on this T side so far. I'm thinking like 5 at the bare minimum, Freddy. I mean, how do they make less than 5 work going into their defensive half against this well-regimented NiP?
We're actually seeing a default. 2-1-2. We're actually seeing a default. And I'm interested, where is Wrinkle? Okay, so Wrinkle is 5. He's over in ticket, so he's playing more of a passive AWPer, realizing that they're actually not playing towards middle, really kind of like whatsoever. He's preparing for this AXQ. He's actually in the right position. If they do not force him off the angle with flashbangs or smoke, he could be farming here.
Gonna happen. Contact starts to be taken through connector smoke. Not gonna fade. Tania just pushes straight through. Catches Rez off guard. Isaac is gonna be the next man called to action. And he's having to do it all right now. Very close to finding that third, but it's still a 2v2. Very doable. Maxter was spotted on the drop down there from Casello. So he'll swing with conviction. Kill comes through and it's only Alex left remaining.
Well, we've seen a clutch from GUN5. Now it's time for a clutch from the brains behind the operations. Yellow. Just throws that kill away. His teammates in T-spawn. And he goes through and tries to push the jungle smoke. That's a massive mistake. Now, this is very plausible for the Spaniard. He's taking his time. He was waiting for some re-aggression from Sadame. But the T-rifler has repositioned towards ramp. The bomb's planted for him. Alex, I think he's taken too long for this. He has to get this kill pretty much now. And he does. Is there time? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
no, okay, he's
realized
realized there isn't. Oh, he'll die to the explosion as well. That's unfortunate. At least he gets the kill, but the round will go the way of the T side.
Yeah.
And they're breathing some life into their campaign. They've damaged the NiP's economy, so it should be an anti-eco. And GUN5, they're making this competitive now. They're back on track.
So we would literally, I was talking at the very start of this game, I was like, if Tania can get these opening kills, like this makes a game possible. And he has been. A lot of these rounds, win or lose, he's been getting 1, 2, like consistent opening kills to create the space. And he did it in this round towards connector. He opened up a big portion of the map for his teammates, but also it's like Wrinkle. I literally said, if Wrinkle can go massive here, the round, he has the opportunity. And he did. He gets 3 kills. What is everyone else doing?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, behind triple, he's just fragging like a madman. His teammates are just dying around him. And now it's going to have to be a full save coming through from the CT side. NiP have kind of gone awry here. It's gone a bit pear-shaped on their defensive half. Started off really well. I must say, GUN5 have been playing with a lot of confidence, which I really appreciate. They haven't gone into a shell because of the names that they're playing against. They've really back themselves. They're pushing into a stack right now. The smoke's been deployed, which will give the CTs a little bit of room to work with. I'm not too worried because it's not like it's armored up pistols, but they're doing damage right now. We're down to a 1v1. Isaac has an AK. That levels the playing field, but there's only a bullet. He has to reload. Easy could just go for the wall bang here, and he will get the kill. Breathes a sigh of relief as GUN5 draw within one.
Hey, he's far too close. That scared me. Not a fan of that. That was very... You're full eco. You literally had, like, you had USPs, you had the odd 5.7 and deagle, but nothing that should have the potency that puts you into a 1v1. And Isaac, that was a super winnable clutch, but just, you know, I don't think it matters. It would have been great, but it was a very hard position to be in. Easy plays it very well. He's someone who's been a little bit quiet on the server. I'm really looking forward to when he's on the CT side, if he can kind of replicate what Wrinkle's been doing here.
Be incredible. And they may even be able to level up the scoreline going into the second half as well. They've got momentum behind them. They've got an opening pick, which certainly hasn't been tough for them to come by in this first half. They've had probably more opening kills than what NiP have had. Just haven't been able to convert all their opening frags either way. In towards the B side they go.
I really like this round from GUN5. Default mid, go towards B. Alex, oh, he loses that spray. And now you've got Maxter by himself. Rotations are quite far away, and Maxter can only get that first. Rez is here on the scene, but Util gonna displace him. Alongside Isaac, it's gonna be a 2 versus 4 retake from Market, and Easy is... So Tinir is also on the backstab.
Well, at least Isaac gets a kill to try and set things in motion, but they don't have a kit and they've got no further utility. And GUN5 is a really strong, robust post-plant position. Zelta, the first to activate, will shut them down. What a recovery from GUN5. Can they keep it up going into the second half? We'll find out after a short break.
dead even at the half. 6-6 on GUN5's map pick. We were having the conversation of like, what happens if NiP lose? Well, that might still be a reality because GUN5 have put up a really good fight to bring them back into consideration.
I mean, GUN5 have got all the momentum behind them coming into the second half right now. If they can win the pistol round, NiP are going to be feeling the heat. They'll be feeling the pressure. So let's see. How do we start things off here in the second half? NiP can get themselves in towards the safe bomb site. They do take contact, and they've taken a bullet to the head. Rez is out of the round, and Wrinkle receives the same treatment.
I mean, there was no flashbang. It was smoke and Molotov, and the Molo even misses on under balcony, and they're just being mauled. NiP, sure, they get the bomb down, but I think that's going to be their only success, and it's very much looking like that. Tanir, we were talking about his entries on the T side. Well, now he's getting entries on the retakes. Isaac, he's been in Palace the whole round. He mauled himself off, and I don't even know who killed him there or how they... I didn't see anyone on his screen when he died. But you were talking about momentum. Well, I think this is firmly now in the camp of GUN5.
Oh, absolutely. They're looking a whole lot better. The scoreline was 6-2 at one point, with NiP winning all 6 of their rounds in a row. GUN5 have now won 5 in a row, 4 at the end of the first half, and the pistol to start things off here on their defensive half. So looking pretty damn good for the team who have picked the map. NiP are going to force buy in response here. I mean, quite interesting how much utility prioritization there is for NiP. Almost always you see like 4 Galils and then 1 player on the pistol to get utility, but they've got way more util this time round. And they're setting up for a big exec. I think they're going to have the flashes you were looking for in the previous round this time, Freddy.
I mean, like, we were praising them on the C side, being like, they have really good util. Like, there was a lot of nade damage. I feel like every round there was at least 30, 40 from someone, which is quite hard on a map like Mirage. But yeah, full execute. Bomb down means they have a bit extra economy. And here it comes. Imploding onto the bomb site, but Sadame gets the first kill straight through the smoke. NiP, they should be allowed to get the bomb down, but I don't know how much more success they're going to have after that. Oh, can they?
Oh, they do, only just. But like you say, how do they get anything done from here? Flash into CT is one of their last few pieces of utility, and the kills are just going to get traded out anyway. Oh, GUN5 just going to steamroll their way forward here on the retake. They've got the firepower advantage, they've got the numbers, and they know exactly where Wrinkle is as well. Force buy. Largely unsuccessful. Sure, a kill on the bomb, but that's not the goal when you force up in a round like that.
And even though you do get the bomb down, I think with only getting 1 kill, you do just take this low buy. I don't think you reinvest here. I think this tactical pause is actually to talk about what do we do, because there's definitely a conversation too, as you've got Rez on 4.3 and, you know, everyone's above 3k, so you can get Galils and whatnot, but I do want to praise GUN5 on that retake, and it was something that we were doing to NiP on their city side. GUN5, they had a double CT setup with 1 anti-flash, 1 holding contact, and it's like, that seems very simplistic, but that is a breakdown you see from a lot of teams. They weren't overextending, they weren't overreacting, they were waiting for NiP to kind of make their move, and they do, and GUN5 are in a perfect position to retaliate.
When do you start to get concerned for NiP?
I'm not gonna lie, I am.
A little bit already?
Already.
Okay.
I think the next
gun
round.
That's fair.
Next
that's
gun
exactly
round?
what I was going to
Ooh.
say. Yeah. If they lose that next gun round, then it's like code red, alarm bells, you know, end of the world kind of stuff.
NiP aren't good on Mirage, though.
Goes, at least.
I will say, I think Ancient should be... I think NiP should be able to take Ancient. Nuke is definitely when I start question marking a little bit, is like, I've seen GUN5 own Fury on that map, right? But apart from that, I haven't seen much from GUN5, actually, in all honesty, on Nuke.
But it's still NiP versus GUN5, mate. Like, when I look at this matchup, I don't think it should be like a map-dependent thing as to who we're backing. I feel like the name value, the individuals on NiP should be enough to beat GUN5 on any given map. Either way, proving to be a struggle right now. Full eco from them. They've got a hero AK on res, a couple upgraded pistols outside of that. They've got to give him some time to cook.
That's the hero AK.
Really don't like that he goes in first. And it's a pet peeve of mine I see teams doing so often. Send a guy in with the pistol to just jump into mid first and pull the crosshair off the angle. Let the AK swing second or third.
What's the great... What I think would be great there is run boost one of the Deagles that has no armor. Like, send him out. And I think if you're going towards B or something like that and you're in apartments, I like the AK going first, you know? I think the AK has that potential, like, you want us to have him search, but I think especially in middle there, like, that's not the play. Easy does lose his life. It is still a 3 versus 3, but they're not going to expect Sadame. I think he's a real unknown entity in this round, and exactly there, he just drops the bomb. They don't expect him. But interesting enough, NiP do more damage in their, let's say, eco round they do on their force buy rounds.
Alright, well, this is it. This is what we're looking towards here for NiP. They've lost 7 rounds in a row up until this point, and things have gotten out of control very quickly because they were looking good at the start of the map. The retakes were not easy, but their individuals were just looking like they're in great form, so that was enough to bail them out of those situations. Now the tables have turned. GUN5 in complete control. Tanier's having a great time of it as is Salter. We saw that 1 versus 3 clutch. Was that the round they won that set this entire streak in motion?
I think
actually,
so.
They haven't won a round back since that 1v3 clutch they lost.
Oh my god. And it was on a Tech 9 as well. Like, it was
it
was a low buy round, and he just, like, to be fair to Celta, absolutely owns them as well. And yep, ever since then, it's been smooth sailing for GUN5, but this could be their one speed bump in the operation. It's a 2 versus 4. GUN5, they fail in their mid control. They also fail on the extremities. NiP, they should be winning this one out. This is a good pick to alleviate some of the pressure. They do have the right idea of it is going to be an offensive towards the A side. Zello, not known to be an AWPer. This is a round where he has to go huge, but it's a 2 versus 2, Hayes.
I mean, at least NiP know where both of these remaining CCs are, but Casello with the AWPers going hunting, he's gonna kill them both with 1 bullet. It's a collateral, and it's a deep collateral as well. It's not like they were stacked up on top of each other. GUN5 have robbed NiP. They had everything going for them in that round. Some great opening kills, a 4v2 if I'm not mistaken. And it's 10-6, how on earth?
It was a 5v2. It was a 5v2 in middle, and like, I think when we started the narration, it was like, oh, now it's a 4 versus 2, right? And yeah, NiP, they have to take a tactical pause there. They have lost 2 rounds in the last 8 that you look at and you're like, how on God's green earth have you lost that round? A 1 versus 3 and then that 5 versus 2. Like, how has that happened? GUN5, they don't even do anything that special. Like, they literally just rotate around the map well and get, I guess, a little bit lucky on that collateral. They also just play together and they don't overcomplicate things. That's been a big theme of GUN5, I feel like, of like, they haven't been doing anything special. They've been just doing a lot of the kind of like fundamentals very correct. And that's exactly what happened in that 2 versus 5.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be a really rough blow to NiP because we were hyping up that gun run, talking about how important it was for them, and they get in a great position, you know, opening kills, working out perfectly. They could do anything they wanted at that point to close it out, but yeah, the collateral is devastating. All right, well, 10-6 Wrinkle. Yeah, this guy has gone all the way to line up some crazy utils.
Jungle smoke.
This could be a deep jungle smoke. Yeah, very creative way to throw that smoke.
Actually really good because you can throw both jungle and deep jungle from there. It's actually a really good smoke to throw. And it is going to get them the bomb site in also somewhat of a clean manner. It's a 4 versus 5. But we've praised GUN5 for their retakes. And also look at Tanier. He's going around the world. And he's going to come in if needs be. But in the meantime, Ziello, he's the point man. They try to charge down upon him. And, well, he doesn't miss a beat. Tinit also initiates from Palace. And Alex, well, this would be some crazy clutch. He doesn't even have the chance to move.
He's got pre-fired.
Yeah.
Casello rounds the corner and dispatches off Casello. He had a Tech 9 and he didn't even fire off a single shot there. Double dink dead. Damage done. GUN5 surging ahead. 9 rounds in a row here for them.
Jesus.
9 consecutive rounds. NiP in the dumps right now. I know this is Mirage, but come on. It's looking like boys against men right now. This is their last opportunity.
Hayes, this is Buster's definitely very happy. I can see he's co-streaming GUN5 and I can tell he's very happy.
If you took the nameplates off of this one, everybody would think that the team in the defensive half right now is NiP, right? Retakes have been so clean. Shooting has been very impressive. These guys are on point right now.
Yeah, I mean, so what's interesting is that I've actually been spotting Easy recently. It's not had the greatest of form. And I actually think in a lot of the last few games of past him, he hasn't been great. And this is another one of those, but they're still able to succeed without him, which I think is a really important piece that I would have maybe placed him as the one that had to succeed for GUN5 to win. But now we've got a real team effort from the rest of the riflers, including Sadame, who is the new piece of the puzzle.
And boy, has he been good today, man. I mean, he's had one or two clutches already. It's kind of a round closer for GUN5. Bolt's just talking about Easy and him not being in the best form. He does miss the sitter. And he'll go down straight afterwards. At least it's still an even numbers game for GUN5. I mean, NiP, 3 versus 3. They've got mid control, but not like there's any obvious or easy options available to them yet to try and finish off the round.
GUN5 are in a very weird position where they've got full control of apartments, full control of ramp, and Tinir just kind of has to gamble where he thinks the mid players are going to come up from. And he's currently gambling wrong. He's over towards B, but Celta, you can see that he clears everything, and he goes, yeah, there's actually nobody here. And in the meantime, there's also utility on A, so Sadame's going to hear this, but they're holding for him. They know he's towards ramp, and he overextends slightly. I don't think he had to play his cards like that, but look how close Tinir is, and with Celta spamming from short, they might not expect that, and they don't. Wrinkle, low HP, with the AWP, spots the player on stairs, double scoped in. He has to hit this shot. He hits the second one, and he knows where Tinir is, but the swing comes in as soon as the AWP takes the shot, and GUN5 on map point against NiP.
I'm so impressed by Tanir's discipline there to just stay tucked in on the stairs and not expose himself for a moment, not even a jiggle to try and get info. It was really well read from GUN5 though, because in the 2 versus 2, they realized where that last player's positioned, right? Because he was the bomb planter. They killed the other teammate who was ramp, and that was where the initial support flash for CT had been thrown from. So they kill him, and they know, okay, last player has to be CT. It's Wrinkle, so he's probably... He had picked up the AWP, if I'm not mistaken, or he had the AWP. By the way, they're thinking, he's got the AWP, we don't want to face him. Let's just work together here. Wrinkle was low, 1 bullet gets the job done. And again, just really good composure from GUN5 in these retakes.
Really just... I'm so impressed with GUN5. They've really, really impressed me. Without a shadow of a doubt. And in this round, similar to the previous, we look to get aggressive in middle for GUN5. They don't get an opening kill, but it will do damage. And Easy finally connects an AWP shot and also repositions perfectly. Oh no, I think it's over for NiP. GUN5, they'll be looking to win 11 rounds in a row on their map pick to go 1 up in the ESL Challenger Atlanta 2024 EU closed qualifier.
Chat, is this real? Is this real, chat? Surely not, right? Surely not. NiP, 3 players left alive.
Ooh,
good adjustment. Yeah, Celta really trying to force the finish there by getting aggressive, but look at Tanir. Oh, yeah, dropped off. He had to try and secure the kill, and he's going to go for more here as well. The trajectory of the smoke would have been seen there from Alex, but Isaac just drops into the A bomb site. He's dead. It's all on the captain, and he's down as well.
I also want to say, great round from Easy. Like, we were kind of talking about him at the beginning. We were saying how amazing he was as an AWPer and how a lot of people might not know who he is. And realistically, he did not step up today. And he did not step up in a lot of the last matches I've seen of him. But in that final round, he repositions perfectly and maneuvers himself around the map to be one of the main reasons why they succeed. However, it wouldn't have been without him. Tinir wouldn't be able to push B apartments because he clears B, Tinir pushes, they backstab. GUN5, it was brutality on the server. 11 rounds in a row on the back of a Celta 1 versus 3 with a Tech 9 on a low buy.
I feel like Tinir was absolutely the hero, and Casello as well. I mean, both of them were just such heavy hitters throughout that map. I don't remember either of them. Okay, maybe Casello. I don't know if Tinir ever got like 4 kills in a round. I feel like every round he at least got a frag, and then sometimes just 2. But he just kept churning up these kills. You know, round in and round out, he turned up, and he just kept finding important frags for his team. And that's one of those games you watch where there's a big underdog, and sure, they've got a lead, but you're watching it, and in the back of your mind, you're just constantly expecting the favorite to just figure out the solution and start winning rounds and come back. But they lose 11 in a row, Freddy. NiP have just lost 11 rounds in a row to GUN5 in a qualifier for Atlanta. Like, what's just happened?
Also,
that's ridiculous.
Also, while them having a stand-in, maybe. I don't know how, like, what it is, but basically a very new player on the server. I think that's also something to add into that little equation of, like, they haven't even lost to, like, an informed GUN5 as well.
True, man, it's so brutal, but you know what? People have heard our voices for a while now, Freddy. We've had a good couple podcast modes. I think we just take a little breather. Just take a little moment, guys. Don't go too far. We're going to come back with that second map soon enough. It's Ancient. It's the pick of NiP. We're expecting a market improvement for improved performance from them. So don't go too far. We'll be back with that second map soon enough.
Would you give me all your love? Come and meet me in the middle, babe. And I give you all of my heart. And if I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Show me a sign. You are always on my mind. Always on my mind.
no secrets. No secrets. No secrets.
We opened up this broadcast, Mr. Hayes. We were talking about, let's talk about the possibility of NiP somehow losing this series. And we were shaping it up as a disaster, a fire blowing up. Like, that can't happen. We've just seen 11 rounds in a row for GUN5 so they could win their map pick 13-6. What's the conversation now?
That's a good question. It is, we need to save the dumpster fire, otherwise we're going to be condemned to the lower bracket, and there's not going to be any easy games for this team. So going into the lower bracket would be a very difficult position for them to recover. I don't know if they could have had an easier opening game, probably only against Gen 1, right? So if GUN5 are able to get the victory here, that's just going to completely shake things up in the bracket. And all the other teams who are in the bracket are going to hate GUN5 because then they have to deal with NiP in the lower bracket.
They're like, bro, we're in the lower bracket playing NiP, but now we do go on to their map pick. So this is a map that they are very proficient on. We were mentioning how they'd beaten FaZe in a overtime on LAN, which is, a very, very remarkable success. That is good. They've also beaten Cloud9 on LAN. Like, those are big results to be taking. However, GUN5, they know a thing or two about Ancient, and they're also going to have a lot of confidence after that previous map. NiP started really, really well on Mirage. Can they at least do that now on second?
A good question. Gonna have to get the job done in some 4 versus 4 fashion as they look to going towards the say bomb site. The bomb carrier has been dropped in A main. That's a big problem. 3 players come through from Donut, but now it's a recovery mission to get that C4. And Easy along with Celta have set up the crossfire of death. USP's on great in his close quarters. There's a team kill in the mix, but the numbers are still even.
Yeah, that's such an awkward position for GUN5 to be in. You could see that Tinir was a little bit cautious about rotating because he didn't know if there was maybe a player lurking red room, but at least they have the confirmation where both are. And NiP, they've also now been heard. Yep, he's going to say to Tinir, lad, they're going over towards B. Oh my god, what a shot from Maxter. He's saving the day maybe, but Tinir, I don't think they're going to... Do they expect him in cave? Okay, he's going to be not trying to fight them from lane, to fight them when they're on the bomb side. Now being planted. Rez can't do anything about it. Can't help his teammate. Tinir, ring around the rosies. Oh, he's played this perfectly. Rez is making loads of noise. He thinks he's smart. 2 bullets left in the magazine, and we're going back towards this A-bomb site. It's a game of cat and mouse, and Rez is going to shift, trying to hope that Tinir will run into him, but he has the idea. Such low HP, but he lands the headshot.
Oh, that gets so ridiculously close. So uncomfortable. Squeaky bum time there. NiP, I mean, pretty good recovery. That shot there from Maxter was the kill that really gave them that edge in the round. Imagine he hadn't found that frag and it still plays out the way it does. Great effort from Tania. Some brilliant decision making there. Just weaving his way around the pillar. Goes undetected. I'm thinking he's definitely won the round at that point.
Same.
But couldn't get the kill on Rez, unfortunately, in time. And then Rez with some good game sense, had to make some smart decisions in the moment there.
I thought Tinir, like, he had the opportunity to land the headshot kind of like a couple times when Rez wasn't really in a position to react. I think Rez does really well of just like not running all the way back towards the A-bomb side. Like, he takes the fight in red room. And I think if it loses, you're like, oh, we should have gone A. But he wins it, so you're like, well done, nice play. And for now, GUN5 back on the investment. They've got very little utility. They have used it quite well to take elbow control, and I wouldn't be surprised if they try pinch towards lane on the basis of that, they're scared that after this elbow smoke fades, they're going to have to leave it out. So they will take lane. They're going to force the players away. And Sadame, he's going to hear them running towards the A-bomb sites. That's going to cause a mass rotation from the rest of the players.
And it's such good info because right now NiP are trying to keep the CTs focused over towards the B bomb site, but Stame is peeked behind the curtain with that info. He's got a big backstab coming through. Rez's rotation will be cut off by Celta. Yeah, he spotted him. Celta's actually been a little bit too passive for my liking. So Rez can fall all the way back to T-spawn. Stame has been heard here as well, so they're fully aware of his threat. Timing is going to be good here for NiP as they look back in that direction, and that should be the kill that's spotted in the round. GUN5 going to look to carry these forced-up weapons into the next, but they're not going to be allowed to escape.
This is kind of remarkable that NiP won this round out with 4 players alive as of now. I feel like there was, like, how does Rez actually come away with getting both kills and elbow there in T-spawn? Like, I agree completely with you. I think there should have been a little bit more aggression with that MP9 to swing out and just take the fight. Obviously, he probably didn't have the information we did of him being low HP. But still, GUN5, only 1 kill. I think that's a bit of a disappointment. But similarly to Mirage, NiP start off strong.
Could be able to add a third to their tally for free here as well. Just a couple upgraded pistols, not much to get excited about. I think the biggest concern from that previous map for NiP, was just how things fell apart, right? Because, as you said, they started strong. They were up 6-2 at one point. They won all 6 of their rounds in a row. And turned out those went to be the only 6 rounds they won in the entire map. So that's the real problem for me. It was just, when things fell apart, they just never really got back on track again.
Yeah, I think there was a good mental reset to have that time to be like, okay, Mirage, we lost control of it. Like, they just lost the ball there. Whereas on Ancient, it's more of a home turf type of map. And we also have the time just to reset our mentality. And it's exactly what they will have done. Easy does get a kill on Isaac. We won't save the AK. So that's the one saving grace of this eco round for GUN5.
Yeah, a little bit of something for them to carry through. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to carry it into that next round, though, as he's already being pursued. Nice shot there. At this point, bit of extra economic damage. NiP might decide against continuing to hunt here.
I think Easy can buy an AWP next round because of those kills.
True. Extra $600 for there. Another 300 to go a long way. Wide swing, not going to work out for him. 3-0 for NiP. Perfect way to put behind them what happened on that first map.
Now this is the big test, though. You can win the pistol, you can win the anti-force spy, you can win the eco. This is when you've got Easy on the AWP with also utility, and you're still on maybe these Galils, but because of how clean the last 2 rounds have been, you do have some economy to fall back on, so it's not the end of the world if you do lose. GUN5, the same kind of conversation arises for them. It's like, you've lost those first few rounds, who cares? Can you step up on the gun round? And currently, they're in the wrong place to do so. It's going to be an A pump for NiP, and there's going to be no one to even really deal with it in any fashion apart from Zidane, who's deep donut. How have they got the opening kill?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they can't waste time thinking about that. Oh, Rez, yeah, really good kill coming through. He's even doubled down. Cello has a response, and he gets 2 of his own. Certainly does open things up, and Easy makes things a lot more interesting. My goodness, that second frag was brilliant. He was always supposed to be traded, but Isaac jumps into the scope, and Easy hits the instant shot.
I mean, he hits the insane flick as well, onto the headshot. And look, if Isaac had got that kill on Easy, I think that would have been round over. It's a 10-second defuse. Ziello, they know he's in donut. He's on 21 HP. Like, that was a 2 versus 1. A 1 versus 2. Like, in the sky. It was crystal clear for Isaac. But Easy hits some phenomenal AWP shots. And we were critiquing him a little bit on Mirage because of his slow play. And you know, he really stepped up at the very, very end. This is now a really good showing for GUN5 that your AWPer is alive in this series.
Yeah, he is. And they're going to need a lot more out of him as well here if they're going to stand a chance of winning the map, that's for sure, because Ancient is going to be a very tough game for them here. Either way, showing they can go toe-to-toe, not pulling any punches as well, looking to get into the faces of NiP. Such an important hallmark of a successful CT side on Ancients is a team who's happy to get, you know, make early plays, take initiative, contest the map at the start of the round with those sorts of plays. He takes down his opposite number. It's one of the things I wanted to highlight coming into the series is that Wrinkle should have a massive advantage over his opposite number, right? He should be able to, I mean, he would be the huge favorite in their AWP battles against Easy, but Easy gets the kill here in this round.
We were talking about consistency of frags and how we were like, oh, Tinir, like, we've never seen him, like, did he ever get more than 3 kills? And, like, that's even more impressive that he was able to do so well by just, like, plodding along. Wrinkle was actually one player who I feel like was more on the, he got those big multi-frags in a couple rounds and then was not as consistent. And I think for Easy already, like, we've seen 2 big rounds from him. We might see another because this B-bomb site is looking a little bit scary. Ziello only able to get 1. It's a 2 versus 2. S-Dime in quick rotation. Can't deny the bomb. Easy does have this nade and Molotov. Just gonna scope in. Oh my god, what a shot from Maxter. 3 HP for the CT side. A 1 versus 1, and S-Time, he was holding the right angle, but then when he swings in, he can't achieve. Maxter, a big clutch for NiP to not allow consistency for GUN5.
Yeah, Stame just didn't have the health there to make that fight work, unfortunately. Maxter proactive in the post plant. First shot was brilliant, and then up against the low health player made his life a whole lot easier to close out the round for his team and get NiP back to winning ways, doing something they weren't able to do on Mirage, which was win a round after they had lost a round. So that's going to keep them in a commanding position here, still well in the driver's seat.
That was also, what, a 3 versus 4 win for,
Yeah, it was.
for NiP?
And they didn't have much going for them either, right? Just decide to walk up ramp and take contact.
Yeah, like, I don't think it was that, like, they just isolate one player in cave and one player on the site. So for GUN5, you then have the conversation of, like, how are you just not playing together on the B-bomb site there? And, like, how is that the issue with the round? Like, you have the majority of your forces in one area, and that's the problem. So NiP, big success right there, and it's continuing their early streak on Ancient.
Be another investment coming in from GUN5. I'm quite surprised by that, honestly. I thought that they would have saved with the round loss bonus that's accrued. They would have had a full buy in the next. They've rolled the dice and they've decided to try and make a play to try and get aggressive. It's worked out against them, at least initially. Easy should be able to pick up the M4, but there's actually kills being found in towards mid, and they're going to disengage straight afterwards. That means there's no chance for a trade. I actually like that decision.
I really like that decision from GUN5. I think now they realize they have the advantage. They can play more together on the extremities, and currently they're favoring that B-bomb site. They're hoping that NiP come up lane, they go through ramp, and I think that's not going to be the case. They could still go B, but they're playing as a 3-man contingent through Red Room. Easy will be the first contact. There's no sense of a trade right now for him. He has to at least get one, and he will. Multi-frag included. Isaac does trade. However, he's in now a spot of cover. S-Time spotting from long. He equally falls. And you can see both Celta and Tin Air have to split up because they're not actually sure where he could be. There is this confirmation he is towards B now. Taps the bomb. Realizes there is one towards cave. Re-sticks it. Needs to be careful with the spam. Will get away. Question is, does he expect Celta so close on the ramp? And also, does he expect Tinner to walk through the smoke? He expects neither.
It looked like Celta was actually running in the backlines there. I thought almost for sure that Isaac would have heard him and would have been prepared for that second player to come back up ramp, but unfortunately not. Tania does a really good job to just keep Isaac focused on cave, right? He's just fully focused on that player, takes the attention away from his teammate, who gets the backstab kill. And GUN5 win the force buy, despite the fact that their initial plan of aggression didn't work out, right? The guy peeking A main dies, and you're thinking, okay, you know, you've gone for a force, you've gone for something aggressive early on, he's died. That's probably just where the round ends, but the second wave in towards mid gets them back in it, and they get the points on the board. And actually, they've done enough damage here to NiP's economy to send them into eco territory.
This round is kind of like the opposite of the previous, right? Where we had GUN5 the advantage, they let it slip. NiP, they get a very early advantage, they let it slip. And I think GUN5 played that round perfectly. Also, Easy's double was just really important. I think if he'd got one, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, he had to get one there. And I think it still would have been winnable with that.
Yeah,
but,
true.
The two just basically cemented it. And I don't think there was ever really that much of a worry that it was actually going to be a 1 versus 4 clutch.
I mean, it gets close. It does get close, but Easy does a fantastic job. Like you say, the multi-kill was the sequence of frags that locks in the round. Either way, NiP, not much going their way here. It's going to be upgraded pistols. Just want to dig up the stats here for NiP on Ancient. Now, they've played this map 15 times in the past 3 months. They've got actually a superior win rate on their T side, 57% compared to 51% on their CT side. So that tells us that they do actually prefer the T side of this map. So if GUN5 can just survive this first half, Freddy, I'm thinking like 5 at the bare minimum. I'm not counting them out of it going into their T half.
I saw GUN5 yesterday on Ancient. They weren't great against Amcal. But that was, they literally played 2 series. Like, when I say back-to-back, I mean like 5 minutes between them.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Aw.
Yeah, somewhat ouch. Ooh,
Not
God,
as much as I
Celta.
expected.
Celta's just been given the scare of his life. But I'd hope to see Xielo maybe farm up a little bit with the 79. Oh, he actually didn't get any. Okay, let's keep this clean now. Let's not overextend, and we don't. Okay.
Well, Tania gets a multi. It does get a little bit scratchy there at one point. Some damage done, but just the 1 casualty in the round for GUN5. So a good boost for their economy as they draw within a round. Normally, NiP would be sitting pretty. They'd be very comfortable. But because that 1-0 scoreline looms over their head of GUN5 leading the series, if this does go 4-all and they have to eco, I think that the pressure just ramps up at that point. What's the plan? I always like to see what a call is from an IGL in these sort of rounds where you kind of have to win the round just to... It's like you've got rounds to play with, where you can try something cheeky, you know, something different out of the ordinary. Where you want to bring your reliable strats to the table. Your percentage-based plays is what I like to call them.
You should be an analyst.
Mate. Probably not much great.
Sorry, there's... Celta
Whoa, what?
has... I think there was a smoke in door, and he walked through it after he
like
threw a
this.
flash. Yeah, there was just... Wow, GUN5, they don't care. They're not giving any respect to NiP, and you know what? It's a very dangerous play. And it was something I was saying on the eco, like, hey guys, let's not overextend, let's keep alive. But right now, this like really abrasive gameplay that they're showing and throwing at NiP, it's catching them off guard. The bomb can be picked up. It's going to be a 2 versus 3 with Isaac and Maxter known with 40 seconds left.
Yeah, I just really like exactly as you say how much initiative is being taken by GUN5. Tania is able to move away. Oh, that's a huge kill out of Easy. Just as he's thrown the smoke grenade, Maxter now seeks refuge in said smoke. 25 seconds time is a problem, and Easy's not going to get caught off guard by that exact same play that he just shut down. And like I was saying, just to complete the point, I love that GUN5. It's the same as Mirage, mate. They were taking the fight to NiP. They haven't gone in the shell here because of the org or the names that they're playing against on the server. They're playing their game right now, and it's looking fantastic.
Might even give them more energy to be like, yeah, let's beat NiP, you know? Like, we crushed them on our map pick. Let's do the same here on Ancient. And scary enough, we're actually shaping up a somewhat similar storyline of, well, that's 3 in a row for GUN5 up against an eco. They're going to be looking good to try to get some consistent results. Just making sure they can be keeping it clean against this eco. And yeah, oh, let's not pull out utility. Okay, let's just make sure we get these kills, okay? Let's make sure we get these kills. Keeping 2 alive is fine.
They've got
Also,
the lead.
Easy's been on one, I want to say. Easy's been
Yeah,
really
it's true.
consistent.
I feel like Ancient is one of the maps I just have in my mind where he seems to be very comfortable.
It's first round with an AWP. Oh, sorry. Second round. Oh, yeah. Third round with the AWP, and they only won 1. Yeah, it's the 3rd round with the AWP, but he did more of his work with the rifle.
Yeah, true. Hopefully that gives him some confidence, though, with the sniper. GUN5 have the lead here on Ancient, despite the fact that 19 came out the block swinging. GUN5 have brought them back down to earth. And they could really pile on the pressure if they win this round here. Max the Blind decides against continuing to spray. And even though it's an opening frag from NiP, GUN5 have found 2 in return. Surely not a third. Casello has taken Isaac down as well. This M4 is just rampaging through NiP.
Well, it's exactly what we're talking about. They are not giving any respect. Yellow throws a smoke and fights even further. However, they're maybe a little bit too far. Probably didn't have to push all of that utility, so it will give NiP a lifeline. Look at Celta, though. In T-spawn. He's wrapping behind them. Surely he gets one hit. You're never going to expect him. Can he get both? Not quite, but still keeping GUN5 in the advantageous position that they are.
Oh, Alex, he's just going to get fought straight up by Tania. I'm thinking as soon as Tania gets the info that Alex is coming back in that direction, yeah, he just pulls the knife out and jumps around the corner, but he peeks and re-peeks, and then a third peek where he eventually gets the kill. And Alex is probably thinking, why are you fighting me right now? That doesn't make any sense. But GUN5 don't play by the rulebook.
I like what's also is like Tinir falls back. Easy just has the cross. Like it's not even like he's left on an island stranded. Like he has support raring down on him. But 5 in a row for GUN5. NiP back onto a 4 spy. Are they surely not going to save for the last? Like, is this really the right decision to buy Galils, AK, and Deagles and whatnot?
So, not in my books at least. I don't fancy this call coming through from them.
You're playing for a bomb
It's almost
plant.
like panic. It almost just looks like they're panicking at this point. Like you say, playing for a bomb plant, I guess, with the max round loss bonus will give them close to a full buy in the next. But for me, this is a little bit of a concerning look for NiP, because are they thinking we need more than 5 rounds going into the second half? I think maybe they feel like they need 6, so they have to contest this round.
Ooh, what's interesting, we've seen a bit of a change up for GUN5 default 2 rounds in a row. Last round, they had the AWP here. Now, they have Sedain with the Molotov. And this is a bit scary when you're jiggling this angle, because they can kind of beat you to the punch, but he gets that smoke down as soon as he even hears, I think, the utility coming in. They have no mid-control GUN5, so they are cautious of a player coming through donut. But these defenders are doing really well with their util just to not allow them to come through. And they're peeking one by one. Flashbang's ineffective. And also now there's a third player. Tinir is here for the fun. And then 4 versus 2. Sedain is on for the ace. He's been brought in to this roster, newly picked. And the Kobe to end it all off. 5 kills to shut down the A attack.
Oh my goodness, NiP were playing for a plant there, like you say, and you know what? The investment actually looks... Where did they get all this money from? Did we miscalculate something?
No, I don't think we did, because the reason, like, they have AK, sure, but they have, like, it's a lucky util. Wrinkle only bought 2.2k. Like, they were on $700, so it's plus 3.4k.
Okay,
So they get, like, 4.2.
Kept a little bit in the bank.
They kept a little bit, but it's still, like, you come into this round with not a full buy.
Well, regardless about that anyway, the investment is not the important conversation right now. GUN5 winning that round is Casello's going straight through the molly. He's in their faces. He's on top of Alex. They don't realize that Casello just clicks and he gets a kill. It's only Wrinkle left. GUN5, when these guys have momentum behind them, they're proving to be impossible to stop.
Nothing can get in their way. They're an immovable object right now. GUN5, it's going to be 7 rounds in a row. 8-4 unless Wrinkle can pull off heroics. He has been so vacant since that first half of Mirage, and Easy has stepped up to fill the place that he has left. It's been a massive void, and Tinir's got a knife kill. Oh, it's injury, and we're going to a break to see if GUN5 can continue.
So you say you got a new one. I know that you're trying to believe that you can fake a whole scenario just to make me jealous. Your shadow keeps talking, and we should stop talking, but we got that special something. Say it like you mean it, I won't fake it and believe it when I see it. But for now, be breathing, doing nothing. I won't give in if you won't make a move right now. Oh, why do we go 360? You're hesitating, now it's busy. You know we always can go easy. Won't you let me know? Why do we go 360? You're hesitating, now it's busy. You know we always can go easy. You should let me know. Oh, I'ma be clear now. Patience is really not my key, but if you play your cards right, I might just think about it twice. Yeah. Say it like you mean it, I won't fake it and believe it when I see it. But for now, I just be breathing, doing nothing. I won't give in if you won't make a move right now. Oh, why do we go 360? You're hesitating, now it's busy. You know we always can go easy.
Freddy, nor me, nor anybody watching the stream ever expected to be in this position right now. It's the second map, and we're about to get into the second half. GUN5 are currently leading not only the map 8-4, but the series 1-0. Freddy, they are 5 rounds away from 2-0ing NiP here in the ESL Challenger Atlanta European Closed Qualifier. Surely that's not about to transpire.
From coming from the open qualifier, no one expected this game to be in any way, shape, or form the manner that it is. They looked lights out after those first few rounds, and it's identical to what happened on Mirage. A pistol round win right now for GUN5 could just be it, and a knife kill in the final round of that first half. Insult to injury. I got it right this time.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, that was literally just to add insult to injury, because, well, it was the last kill of the half. There was no economic gain at all there for Tania. It was just, yeah, pain. That's all. NiP, it's certainly a feeling they'll be familiar with lately, and not just in this series. Freddy, oh man. NiP, I feel like there's so much pressure on them to win this pistol round. They were 3-0 up at the start of the half, mind you.
It's been a big void for NiP. Like, you know, Wrinkle, where has he been? He's been nowhere, and it looked so good on those first few rounds, very similar to Mirage. Like, it's almost like copy and paste. Now, in this T-side pistol round, GUN5, bombs leaning towards that B bomb site, and they're currently playing a bit of a spread default to see if they can feel out if there's a stack. Basically, just see what this setup is from NiP. And NiP are more lean towards A side, so if the bomb does commit towards B, they're going to be in for a good day.
That's what they're hoping for. And they've drawn blood already. Tania the Lurk has gone down and has been able to pull some attention away from that A-bomb. Like Casello's just desperately trying to get across here, because if he can, then there's so much pressure on this B-bomb side player. Rez desperately tapping away will go down. Casello can't push forward and get to safety. Instead, he's going to look to try and lock down these rotations, but that was certainly wishful thinking. Either way, a fresh smoke. How do they navigate this? Freddy, they have to go through it. They don't have a kit. They've literally not got the luxury to wait for the smoke to dissipate. An easy wait on the opposite side. Stame emerges. It's still down to a 1v1 though. Maxter could save the day here for NiP. He knows he's got Stame locked in the corner. Can he hit the shot? He's looking to try and push forward. He's run out of ammo, and Stame will chip him down.
What a big round from Easy as well. Like, sure, that's Yellow who kind of curates all of that, but it's massive that Easy is able to click those heads as they come through the smoke. Like, that can get dangerous, especially in a pistol round. And GUN5, as I was mentioning, a pistol round, I think that does it. I think this locks it in. NiP, they're going to be taking a full eco. They're going to have pretty weak utility going into round 15. They're not going to have the AWP out on res. It's going to be 10-4. It's going to be double digits and 3 away from not only winning the map, but winning this series and dropping NiP to the lower brackets.
It's one thing for NiP to lose Mirage. It's another thing for them to lose the series. But for them to lose Angel to GUN5 would be diabolical.
You beat FaZe!
No
you beat
other way
Cloud9 on LAN!
I know. The most difficult teams in the most difficult arena. But GUN5, that thing, I fear that thing.
Well, this is GUN5's domain. Online Counter-Strike, right? Like, this is what they can do. This is how they succeed and get to some of these better teams, catch them off guard, maybe being a bit of more of an unknown entity, and giving them also no respect. And I hope that doesn't turn off now. I hope they continue in that theme. But NiP, they're going for the SMG purchase. We saw Furia do this, I think, as well. They were the first team. But you don't fully invest. You just buy the SMGs. And if you lose, you can fully invest in the next round. And they actually get the opening kill. It does come at the cost of a lot of HP. But GUN5, a good reaction now over towards his A bomb sites.
They could find a balance with them and at least that would be nice to put some pressure back on their opponents. And there's a lot of gunfights breaking out. Wrinkle will force the issue. MP9 holds down mouse button 1 for 2, and Stame is left alone. The bomb planter. Wrinkle, I don't think there's enough life in the smoke here for the full 10 seconds, you know. So Stame is going to have to get the kill. He spots the first. It's the low HP player. He's off the defuse now, and Stame will realize, trying to figure out where Wrinkle has positioned himself, snaking his way around the smokes. He's gotten the third and wins the round for his team.
that was also a 3 versus 2. GUN5 had the advantage with the bomb down, and Wrinkle, we were just calling upon him. He's had such a quiet performance in this map, but on the not even full purchase, he makes it work with the MP9. He comes through at a perfect timing. Within all the pandemonium, he's the final piece of the puzzle, and in such an awkward 1 versus 1, and on such low HP, he hits the double dink and keeps NiP alive on just this whole series.
Yeah, that's true. He's saved the day there for them. He's kept them alive, but they're only just alive. It's not like he's gotten them back into the game. There's a hell of a lot of work to be done here to recover this. And GUN5, they're not going to give them any room to breathe or settle here. Wrinkle continues to make plays. However, in the meantime, after Tania takes all that attention towards mid, his teammates have shifted into A.
Man, Wrinkle's back. He's out with a vengeance. Overextension from Wrinkle there, though. Peeks a little bit for the flash. Easy. Tries to emulate his opposition's AWP. Zdame.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, he's walked through Temple. He's caught a gap. Rez, though, expects this. They're holding hands in the smoke. Zdame, there's smokes everywhere, and because this shrouded vision can't stop them. Oh my god, he still gets one, though. It's very scrappy. Zelta, 1 versus 2, has seen Rez in deep CT, doesn't know about Alex, and is actually going to try repeat exactly what Zdame did potentially by walking through Temple. He's got time to work with. This is kind of the one equity he does have. They seem to have a pretty good idea of where he is. And now it's a waiting game. Who will move first? Who will paint red on the walls? 50 HP. No one's peeking Celta. The bomb can be retrieved. Alex, some donut, red into, clinical headshot. He knows about Rez, swings in, but on low HP, Rez just has to connect one shot, and he does.
My goodness, again, NiP are going to breathe a massive sigh of relief as they get the point on the ball, but it gets so ridiculously close. We could even see a force buy here from GUN5. I wouldn't count that out because they know the CT economy is in the dumpster right now. Easy did buy up for a moment, but sold the gun straight afterwards, so looks like they will settle for the save, but oh my goodness, GUN5, they're just breathing down NiP's necks right now. And these are rounds in which NiP are finding opening kills, and they're still getting ridiculously close.
God, that was, again, such an awkward affair between the smokes at defaults. Like, Zdame could have... I mean, the fact that he even gets one there, I think, is somewhat impressive, considering the circumstances. But it's going to be... Oh, no, they're actually buying in. So they actually are going to purchase up, even without a bomb plant. Maybe hoping that they can try ruin NiP's economy.
Yeah, you know what? I like this decision. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I like this call because they've got NiP against the ropes. Sure, NiP have won 2 rounds, but you don't want to give them an opportunity to breathe and get back into the game. You want to keep up as much pressure as possible. And if you win this round, you could basically go on to win the map. They're going to keep up the pace, but Isaac finds the opener again.
And then Maxter as well with the grenade in window doubles down. It's the exact same play for GUN5. They're running out on this. A bomb site easy. That's a massive opener to be getting. And Celta is still skulking around in elbow. He needs to hope his teams can succeed, because if they start getting some frags, he can initiate. But unfortunately, on the second hurdle, Easy cannot perform. Yellow, multi-frag achieved. Celta won't be able to do anything with his position, but at least can come and could join himself with his teammate. Wrinkle just getting aggressive, pushing smokes. Again, we enter a 1 versus 1. Alex towards Temple, Celta towards Donut, and the bomb is dropped in A main.
So much time left in the round for this to marinate as well. Alex surely has the advantage, right? Surely.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
No one spotted.
So ridiculously close. Yeah, no one spotted, but Alex is in a really good position just being able to play around this box right now. Time is going to start to become a factor because Celta's going to walk his entire way through A main here. And Alex is just second guessing himself at this point, wondering what on earth is going on. And has he actually seen the bomb? I'm not sure if the bomb is just tucked behind the wall there or not.
Surely, he wouldn't still be here if I think that wasn't the case. Celta, though, will retrieve it. And Alex has completely tucked. Peeks out. Doesn't see anyone A main. Knows the bomb's been picked up. And Celta, blindsided. Another clutch going in favor of the Swedish core, keeping them alive.
Isn't that 3 consecutive 1 versus 1s now?
it is.
It's so rough for GUN5 that they haven't been getting bomb plants in these rounds that they're losing, though, because the next round would look so much better in terms of the investment. Now they will have to just settle for a save. They don't have any other option available. So NiP have weathered the storm, and finally they will get a chance to just catch their breath.
But in kind of classic fashion, right? This is going to be where the Tech 9s get like a double entry or whatnot. But God, NiP, you can see it's emulated by their lack of economy. They have no money on anyone apart from Maxter. They have real cracks in the utility, but luckily, as we've kind of mentioned, this is the one round where you try and stabilize. It's also just consistent opening kills for NiP, very similar to this one.
Yeah, pretty much every single round has the luxury of the opening frags, and Rez is just marauding his way through this round as well. Yeah, picking and choosing fights. He's just bullying these pistol players right now, and NiP are going to draw within 2. I think GUN5 have missed their opportunity to close this map out, and now NiP have gotten into the groove. I'm backing NiP to get the job done from here, man.
I don't know if I'm completely backing NiP, but I do agree with the sentiment that GUN5 had a very good chance, and we're kind of like in that driver's seat, and they have lost that. I will agree with that. I'm just not too convinced on if it's going to be like an NiP full-out victory, because at the same time, we've yet to see like a proper gun round from GUN5. Like, they've always had something missing, right? So this is, as we come into round 19, this is actually the first round where we're like, you know, easy on an AWP. Both sides have the weapons at their disposal.
That's true. It feels like we've been in the second half for an eternity with the 4 back and forth. Either way, let's see what's going to happen with guns in play. Easy looking to try and find a way to get a kill. And they're just going to keep throwing themselves in towards middle. This is really great from GUN5. Again, they're trying to keep up with the style of making very aggressive plays to start off the round, but it has not worked out at all, Freddy.
The tables are flipped. Long lost is a knife kill to give yourself 8 rounds. New dawn is setting over NiP, and it's one of ferocity. It's almost like they're just doing the GUN5 strategy, right? Like, they're the ones getting aggressive in middle. They're the ones pushing out, and the bomb is over on lane, but the other 2 for GUN5 are over on A. And also, Rez has just walked past Tinir in the smoke. This is such a weird round. I'm not a huge fan of how they're not playing this together, but Tinir might be able to try and clutch something up. If he's able to just get this frag on Alex, or he might even have to. There it is, clean as well. Molotov to block off Rez. Rez would have been perfect now to come through cave, but unfortunately he's repositioned. Easy's trying to hold the mid cross, and he could be in for a lot of success. There's the first, second, not dropped. Tinir, 1 versus 3.
Needed that second frag so damn badly, and Maxter's just got the luxury of waiting here for the smoke because he's still just allowing for his teammate to join up with him on the retake. They're both going to go back around ramp, so Tinir will be out in the open once these players push up into the bomb site. Off the corner, they have got kits between them, and they've got the instant kill as well. Threat alleviated, round found, 10-9, NiP draw within 1.
The craziest thing is that round is just all dependent on Easy getting 2 kills towards middle. Like, that one, unfortunately, was not enough. He had to get both of them, but GUN5, a bomb down does mean they can get a full investment, and I don't think I anticipated that round to get as close as it did after the 2 really early opening kills for NiP. So for GUN5, we need to figure out how to deal with these early few stages, because their sequences have been littered with them losing the opening kill.
Yeah, that's true. They've had really tough time to try and make these rounds work because they're constantly losing an early pick. And Rindel's going to look to try and force that early frag to boost up though above the smoke. Will get one, but Baxter responds. Revenges his teammate and goes one step further by finding that second kill, and he's not done just yet either.
Great support, and he's ignited. The passion inside of him gives 4. Tinir, the final man up on the chopping block, finally dispatches of his opposition, but Max has done so much in this round.
job is as good as done. No way back for Tania. 3 players sitting firmly on this bomb right now, as if it were their eggs and they were in the nest. Yeah, how's he actually gotten through the smoke, the transfer? How's he even been allowed to transfer there? Alright, well, NiP have now leveled it up. Like I said, man, they just had to weather that storm in the beginning. And now it's clear skies. It's smooth sailing. Surely, right? Going to be a full eco from the T side and a chance for NiP to regain the lead here on Ancient.
Okay, yeah, I believe now, Hayes. And you, like, it's easy for me now to say it, but I think, yeah, you were right. You were bang on, right? You had the kind of immediate thought process of like, okay, the tables have turned.
Yeah.
And they've turned in favor of NiP, but remember, Tech9s can be their worst nightmare. Wrinkle, though, he's really been stepping up in this second half, and he is going to continue to show his domination with red on the trigger. This AWP is not allowing anybody to progress up around. Nades belittling them, shrapnel flying everywhere, and Shelter trying to find Shelter.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a hail of bullets comes his way. And NiP have got their noses in front here when it matters the most. GUN5, the only rounds they've won so far in the second half was the pistol and then the anti-eco. They've come very close in a few rounds after that. 3 consecutive 1v1s, all going NiP's way. And now they're 2 rounds away from winning their pick and taking us to Nuke. If GUN5 lose the series 2-1, they'll be thinking back to these the early stages of the second half, right? That's going to be the crux of it all.
Like, you win the pistol round, you get to 10, it's 10-6, and you lose 3 1v1s in a row. That gives NiP
brutal.
so much space to work their way into this game. That's exactly what they've done. They've taken the opportunity by the helm, and they have not let go. 2 more rounds to send us to Nuke, to send us to a third, and still keep this upper bracket run alive for the Ninjas.
Final nail in the coffin here if they win this gun round and deny a bomb plant. GUN5 going back to the same plan, except this time, Casello has just demolished the twin players. There's a third here as well, and eventually Casello's reign of terror will be brought to an end. But he's done the damage here. He has done enough to give his team an advantage.
He's also brought down the brightest sparks. He's brought down Maxter, he's brought down Wrinkle. Those are 2 of the big names that I was saying that have been so damaging towards GUN5 in these past few rounds. So, massive frags for him. He's also created a void on this B bomb site. He's kind of sent the rotation scrambling. And that means if GUN5 commit, they'll be blocking both of these defenders outside of the utility. Ooh, Alex has been spotted. That gun barrel. Celta now is just saying, wait, I have the play. First decapitated. Will they expect res? Wait, they're not clearing him. Bomb can be denied. He can't hit the spray, but he still is able to claim 2. Pin it off the bomb, trying to dispose of his opponent. And Isaac as well, now quick on the flank.
My goodness, Tania's been tagged down. This is looking really good for NiP to make the retake happen. GUN5 were on course to level it up, and this flank from Isaac is going to go completely unexpected. Finds the first for free, it puts it all on Stame, and Wise not just sitting back in cave. He's looking to be proactive, and sure he gets that first kill, but he's taken so much damage in the process, looking to try and flash his way out of cave. The nade not going to finish him off. Oh, it does, because he goes back in that direction like a magnet.
Hayes, that was what, a 4 versus 2? And I literally said they're not going to clear res. Oh, sorry, it's a 4 versus 3. But with only res to deal with anything, and they don't clear him. Sure, Celta does fantastic at identifying Alex, but the fact that he is so confident that there was only 1 player towards long is their downfall. Res saves a day, and guess what? NiP do it without Maxter and Wrinkle.
Yeah, which is pretty much been how they've won most of their rounds here in the second half, at least Maxter, for sure. Oh my goodness. GUN5 now need to win 2 consecutive rounds to force us into overtime. Had a 4-round lead at one point, but NiP have won, what, 8 rounds?
8 rounds in a row.
8 rounds in a row. And they need 1 more already.
No, they've won 6, because it was 10-6.
True.
So this would be their... Oh, wait, no. I'm waffling. It was 10-4, so they have won 8. This would be their 9th in a row. But unfortunately, success might not be brought to them today, or if it is, it's going to be hard fought. Look at this flank, though, from Maxter. In cave, Sadame identifies and decapitates. This is going to be 11, finally breaking that streak. What's really interesting is we had 9 in a row for GUN5, and then we've had 8 in a row for NiP. It's been a game of just one side takes the momentum and runs away with it. Finally, we're seeing a breakup in that theme, unless this crazy 2 versus 3 retake is possible. Now a 1 versus 3.
Alright, well, GUN5 are still alive. If they force us into overtime, that would actually just be crazy considering how this half has played out so far. NiP have been in complete control. They've looked very comfortable in the gun round so far. But the job is not done. 1 round left in regulation. Overtime or bust for GUN5. I feel like we're going to OT, Freddy.
I think, yeah. I think that's like, you can almost see by the fact that NiP have taken a tactical timeout there, that they're like having to collect themselves. I could imagine there was an ounce of overconfidence arising them, where they have just won 8 in a row and they were looking to complete the 9th, put the kind of icing on the cake. However, it's not fully cooked. Need to put it back in the oven. It's GUN5. They want to force us into a new birth of gameplay. They want to force us into overtime.
Yes, sirree. That is the goal right now. Let's see if they can realize it. Can they make it happen? Again, it's going to be pretty similar to what we saw at the start of the half. Just trying to get in towards that A-bomb site very early, but no way. Celta is in such a strong position right now, and his teammates are going to rotate back to try and join up with him. But no! Isaac, I think, was getting ready to peek down ramp, so he was somewhat ready for a fight. Certainly wouldn't have been expecting the player that close, but he's gotten the kill anyway.
And GUN5, they don't know what to do with their mass contingent now. That whole round was pinned on Celta, creating space and allowing for his teammates to work off him. However, that's all been voided. 5 versus 4. NiP 2-1-2 is going to be their setup. 2 players in cave. Need to be careful because it's going to be a whole host of damage coming from ramp. They do have Isaac coming through once again, looking to be the savior. The players in cave now hold strong. Isaac gets baited in. It looks like we're going to a 3rd map. No overtime today. GUN5 left with only 1 player. Easy. Spots the 1st, but can't deal with the 2nd. NiP from 8 rounds in a row. They complete the comeback, and they send us to nuke.
Oh my goodness, that is really impressive out of NiP. It was not easy at all here on a map that they're super comfortable on, but they do get the victory. They've leveled the series up 1-1. It was, like I said, that was hard fought, especially the opening few rounds of that 2nd half. That they had to battle their way through that little period there. GUN5 will be kicking themselves that they didn't get the job done 2-0 though, Freddy.
Oh, for sure. Like, GUN5, not only did they have 9 rounds in a row to give themselves a 10-4 lead, they then lost 3 1 versus 1s in a row. Like, that is so brutal that you have to reflect upon that and go, any one of those rounds that we would have won probably would have meant that we'd be ending this 2-0, and NiP would have been sprawling just on the floor trying to figure out what went wrong.
Yeah.
But instead, we're going to nuke, and it's a map that GUN5 don't have massive experience on. They do have some big results and big moments against teams like Furia.
Was a while ago though, and I feel like NiP have tightened the ship up. The individuals are looking better, the team is just playing better. They're winning out these rounds that are sometimes, you know, going the distance, looking really rough. They're still able to grind their way through, so there's certainly improvements coming through from NiP, Freddy. We got a short break though going into that 3rd and final map though, guys, so do not go too far. When we come back, it will be nuke. We'll see which team will keep themselves in the upper bracket and who will be condemned to that lower bracket.
My beating heart, it won't give up. As long as I am here, I'll never stop. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. My beating heart hits like a drum. You know I run through life forever young. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. My beating heart, it won't give up. As long as I am here, I'll never stop. They say I can't, I say, so what? So what? So what? So what? So what? My beating heart hits like a drum. You know I run through life forever young. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. Ooh, I can't stop this feeling. It's setting all my doubts on fire. Ooh, like you won't believe it. Won't let a moment pass me by. Too late, can't win, I'm giving in. 'Cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. Ooh, morning light so blinding. It's on the ceiling and the walls. Where is my name? 'Cause I can't find it. Those early memory lane walls. Ooh, but I know it's the price that you pay. Ooh, for living it up on Saturday. I can't win, I'm giving in. 'Cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something listen to the beat, the sound of my heart. It will be alright, just to make a start. Feel it close to you, like a wind. Say it again, set me free. Feel it close to you, like a wind. Say it again, set me free. Set me free. Set me close to you, like a wind. Say it again, set me free. Feel it close to you, like a wind. Say it again, set me free.
It never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you. Kick back, relax, there's no rush in wrapping things up for good. Feels like you're my first crush back then in the neighborhood. Higher we fly, admire the beautiful things you do. And higher we fly, desire these moments just with you. With you, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, yeah. Never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. It never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. I can't believe it's so true. Whenever you touch my hair, I'm feeling closer to you. Nothing else can compare. And higher we fly, admire the beautiful things you do. And higher we fly, desire these moments just with you. With you, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, yeah. It never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. It never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. It never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you. that same old feeling. Don't know what's right or wrong. Searching for meaning. I've been thinking about it way too long. So whatever you long for, don't give up along the way. Don't give up along the way, you know, and cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go. No more competing, bound to your inner voice, yeah. Things seem misleading, just until you stop and make your choice. So whatever you long for, don't give up along the way. Don't give up along the way, you know, and cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go. Let it 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 go. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? If we go down in history. If we go down in history. If we go down, if we go down, if we go down in history. If we go down in history. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? If we go down in history. If we go down in history. If we go down, if we go down, if we go down in history. If we go down in history. Beautiful life. Beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? can see it in your eyes. Lonely in the corner, waiting for somebody to come and save you from the cold of night. Easily, we've been falling in disbelief. I think I'm ready for another try, but this feels like the last time. So why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. Why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. So why did you say goodbye? Quiet like the ocean, with the rumble running deep. This is how I see you, when you hide your feels from me. Why you heavy-hearted? Cut the silence, talk to me. Release your mind, get what you need. Easily, we've been falling in disbelief. I think I'm ready for another try, but this feels like the last time. So why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. Why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. So why did you say goodbye? It doesn't matter. We seem too young to understand. For the better, the weather changes when we dance. Belong together, catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever, where the rhythm never ends. 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 changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends. 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 We go off in the night. We leave in the red lights. No, I need you to see right, but we go low.
I'm a wall of danger, and I'm addicted to the wild and nature. If you give me your heart, I'll break it. I've been known to lie, I've been known to lie. I was sitting all alone on the sidewalk when you caught me by surprise. I'm a lone wolf, I die by my own rules. I know when to follow my prey, and now it's right in front of me. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. I'm in awe of the mayhem. I would chase 100 more highs to trade them. In it for chaos I'm creating. I've been known to lie, I've been known to lie. I was sitting all alone on the sidewalk when you caught me by surprise. I'm a lone wolf, I die by my own rules. I know when to follow my prey, and now it's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. Give me some clarity. First time that we met not long ago. Before you had to get back on voice. Why don't we speak? I'm running circles. Since you're in my life, I can get no sleep. If you give me a sign, I'll be yours to keep. Just wanna say you're mine and make history. 'Cause I've been playing blind, wasting all this time. Yeah, I need clarity. Give me some clarity. Yeah, I need clarity. Waiting for your call all night and day. Where did we go wrong? Don't wanna wait until you're just a distant memory. I still feel your touch, though you're not here. Since you've been gone, you're all I see. Still hear your voice. Why don't we speak? I'm running circles. Since you're in my life, I can get no sleep. If you give me a sign, I'll be yours to keep. Just wanna say you're mine and make history. 'Cause I've been playing blind, wasting all this time. Yeah, I need clarity. Give me some clarity. Yeah, I need clarity.
My eyes are closed, I'm feeling. I hear the silence speaking, and every nerve vibrating. And in the clouds, I'm reading a silhouette of meaning into my lungs, inhaling. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, 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 out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, 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 out. My eyes are closed, I'm feeling. I hear the silence speaking, and every nerve vibrating. And in the clouds, I'm reading a silhouette of meaning into my lungs, inhaling. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, 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 out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, 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 out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, 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 out.
I keep your picture in my room. it gets me in the mood. You still live free in my head. You got me so confused. My mind is full of you. Still want you in my room. Don't wanna get rid of you. On my mind when I am up too late. You got me so confused. My head is full of you. You keep slipping away. I learned the hard way. But something's gotta stay. Don't let it go to waste. Do you remember all of the long nights, warm in my bed, nightfall to sunrise? That's what you said. You held me so tight each time again. I keep your picture in my room. Don't wanna get rid of you. On my mind when I am up too late. You got me so confused. My head is full of you. Done with silly games. Don't leave me hanging on. Keep me hanging. Said it once, I'll say it again. Your love is what I want. Do you remember all of the long nights, warm in my bed, nightfall to sunrise? That's what you said, and you held me so tight each time again. In my room, I'll keep you safe. Don't stay up way too long, pulling back and forth. Still got me paralyzed. Got what you came for. One thing that I've kept. I'll keep your picture in my room, 'cause it gets me in the mood. You still live free in my head. You got me so confused. My mind is full of you. Still want you in my room. Don't wanna get rid of you. On my mind when I am up too late. You got me so confused. My head is full of you. I'll keep your picture in my room, 'cause it gets me in the mood. You still live free in my head. You got me so confused. My mind is full of you. Still want you in my room. Don't wanna get rid of you. On my mind when I am up too late. You got me so confused. My head is full of you.
Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly. If you only believe in me, don't you be like that? I will love you forever. If you only believe in me, yeah. Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly. If you only believe in me, don't you be like that? I will love you forever. If you only believe in me, yeah.
Would you give me all your love? Come and meet me in the middle, babe. And I give you all of my heart. And if I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? 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 Come and meet me in the middle, babe. And I'll give you all of my heart. And if I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Would you give me all your love?
lost your way. Either way, you win, it still feels like you lose. I wish that you could see what I see. Your soul is stronger than what you need. No secrets if you do what you dream. Nightmares, but I'll be there for everything. No secrets. No secrets.
Caught up in emotions, think I'm losing track. I need you to stay by my side. Feel like I'm floating, comfortably detached. Will you stay if I lose my mind? And I want to let go. Don't let me even if I try. But I need you to know that I don't wanna lose this high. And I want to let go. Don't let me even if I try. But I need you to know that I don't wanna lose this, lose this, lose this, lose this. I don't wanna lose this, lose this, lose this, lose this. I don't wanna lose this. I don't wanna lose this.
my dough, don't go. My phone got my shit on airplane mode. Don't talk no more. Yeah, I heard it overflow. So cold, I'm froze. Only thing on me is gold. Can't go if it ain't about my dough. Don't go. My phone got my shit on airplane mode. Don't talk no more. Yeah, I heard it overflow. So cold, I'm froze. Only thing on me is gold.
You got me feeling some way, like I might be stuck in a dream. Let's stay here till the day breaks, feeling like I never wanna leave. Keep moving till the sunrise. You're taking my mind out to sea. Fall in love at low tide. I'm thinking we should never leave. So let's keep going till the night is almost gone. 'Cause I feel like singing Let's keep going till the night is almost gone. 'Cause I feel like singing Is it wrong of me to think of you all the time? Even though I'm with somebody new every night. And I pray
Well, we did have a small tinsy-wincy delay to recap. GUN5
Just a small one.
dominated on map 1. Map 2, they were 10-4 up and then lost 13-11. So, not ideal. We've reset ourselves, maybe going into this third map with a long delay. It's starting off with 2-for-2 trades. But Wrinkle and Isaac, they come up the ladder. And alongside Maxter, they shut everyone down on the rotation.
Well, we took a long time to get into this third and final map, but we haven't wasted any time actually getting things going here on this third map. My goodness, GUN5, pedal to the metal. And I actually love that sort of a pistol round after a prolonged break, because you know that people are going to be a bit cold on the server, you know, especially if you're on the CT side. You want to just settle into your position before the round gets going, but GUN5 just charged straight in.
Yeah. Because, as I said, like, this was a very close series, and NiP came out of that second map with a boatload of momentum, so I'm interested to see if they still maintain that, even though we have had such a long delay between the last two, the last map and the third here. Whoever loses this will be playing up against Monty in the lower bracket. Whoever wins it will be playing up against Sashi, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Sashi and then Monty if you lose. So, very tough games, to be honest, wherever you look, which is unideal for the loser, because it's like,
Yeah,
you know, you lose and you play against Monty, which is just no easy feat.
not at all. Should be GUN5 that end up playing up against Monty. Of course, that game of Aurora versus Gen 1 is the one we're going to have the privilege and the pleasure of casting. Loser of that is eliminated out of Atlanta altogether. You want to have as many... You want to keep yourself in the upper bracket for as long as you can. Obviously, that goes without saying. That is a...
Lower bracket's long, man. Long journey.
It's also with a competition as attractive as this one is. The lower bracket run is just almost always impossible because you're just constantly playing against really good teams.
Yeah.
It's never an easy game. And then you have to win like 4 best of 3s or something like that to win from the lower qualify from there. So, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean, Sangal did it in ESL Challenger last season. That was a real, like, remarkable feat. I was really impressed. Like, they won ESL Challenger for a long lower bracket run. It'll be really cool to see them at Pro League in Season 20, which should be right around the corner with big man Cole, big man Exner. But our boy has made it. But GUN5 are now back on the rifles. Their first opportunity to show some competition in this third map.
What's the plan? We saw a very direct approach on the T side of Ancient. They were looking to almost always take early fights. That's difficult on Nuke. There aren't any like easy options available for those early fights. And they're going to lose the first one towards outside. It's just Tania working by himself. Quite far forward already there, but been taken down, which just really reduces the options here for GUN5. Everybody else is inside.
We normally see Celta on Mirage. He was kind of the one who did that type of stuff. So, interesting that Tanir is kind of the player that was going walking and trying to make his way down secret. But ever since they've lost that player, GUN5 have been fairly docile. Been sitting around lobby, waiting for aggression, waiting for a push. And it seems like they are wanting to try and pop out onto this A bomb site. Alex has made his presence known. No, he's just jumped off top hut, but look at his NiP have a full read. There's 4 players on this A bomb side. They are ready to shut this down. They're going down vent. This is perfect. Oh, this is perfect from GUN5.
Yeah, great option. That's going to net them a plant as they're in pursuit of their first round. And it's a FAMAS and 2 MP9s, 1 kit, barely any util for NiP to try and make this retake happen. So the deck is heavily stacked against them, and it actually looks like they might just be calling it a day here. Yeah. I don't really like this decision, because they're going to be getting a full buy in the next round. I kind of think you just roll the dice and go for it. Even if you just get the kills and you lose the round, you reduce GUN5's economy at that point. I don't know, man. Bit of a cop-out in my books.
I like this personally. I think saving on seaside nuke is especially in this scenario, like probably the best. Like it's hard to make it work. Isaac does fall with an MP9, unfortunately. That will be a casualty added to Young Ninja's playing card. GUN5 though, a a round that I really don't feel like they should have won. And I think NiP are kind of in that same sentiment of like, where I think a tactical pause of like, we had the right read, we had everything, and we still let them go down vent and very easily win it all out. So I think, yeah, for GUN5, very poor round in general, but they come away with the victory.
Yeah, they're not going to mind how they're coming. As long as they're getting the points on the board, that's all they're going to be focused on right now. They can win this round here, then they put some serious pressure on NiP, whose economy will be a bit broken up at that point, but not completely, I guess. That's what the saving of 3 players does there, right? Is it just kind of like gives them that buffer for a little bit longer. Wrinkle's got the AWP here as well. I'm really going to be keeping a close eye on him. Can he take over the game here on Nuke? I want to see him impose himself, you know, try force early fights, maybe get aggressive ramp, try get a pick cut. It's not really in his style, right? He's normally the guy who likes to just control things from the back line, a bit more of a turret walker. But here we go. This is exactly what I'm talking about under Wrinkle.
Oh, he's getting up in their faces. Battle AWP style. He's kind of lost in the sauce right now. Trying to come back into main, but there's a player right in front of him, and Xello doubles down. Zelto, already gone down the vent, will catch off Max as he's trying to rotate, and this is a lot better for GUN5. Forcing the issue outside to their success. Isaac will at least pick one off, similar to Alex, but surely Alex will survive this, and he won't.
Well, GUN5 have actually just dealt with everything going on in the round really nicely. They keep their composure because there's quite a lot going on, and they were making a lot of moves at the same time as NiP, right? I do love the attempt there from Wrinkle. I think it's great that he's showing that initiative, but GUN5 just don't let him get back to safety. And it is going to have to be an eco from the CT side. If GUN5 win this 2-1, that would be so impressive because they had their moments on Ancient to try to close it out, 10-4 the lead. They then lost 3 consecutive 1-versus-1s. And in my mind, like, that's just the map and probably the opportunity in the series gone.
Yeah.
But if they can come back even after this prolonged break and then beat NiP on Nuke, like a 3-map series, and they come out on top, that would be just really impressive.
Yeah, Nuke's a weird map for both teams. Like, neither side really play it that much. It's kind of like the ultimate decider map where it's like, I don't really want to play this map, but I guess we will if we have to. Only play it if someone picks into us, or if, you know, somehow it gets floated away. But up against the eco, NiP, even though they, yeah, even though they save loads into last round, not gonna have much money. And honestly, right now, Reyes can just save this AK. We're sitting happy. We're smiling. Save the AK, save the Molo, maybe get 1 or 2 more kills. That's kind of the best case scenario right now.
There we go, another kill will come through for him. Don't know how much he wants to commit because in the back of the mind he'll be thinking, maybe I could find a way to win the round from here. But I think after Alex goes down, he should be looking to get back. But he's committed forward now, so it's not going to be an easy way for him to save this gun in here.
Oh my god, it's a 2-versus-1. A perfect flashbang. Maxter was set up, and Easy's AWP has been heard. Rez decapitates him, and from picking up that AK, he continues to get 3 frags with it. Hayes, I was all with you. I was like, overconfidence can be what leads you to failure. However, great utility, and Rez detonates his opponents.
He's just saved the day there. A full eco round won by NiP. GUN5 are going to be kicking themselves. When you're underdogs of this magnitude, 3rd map, a qualifier for Atlanta, so much on the line, you've got to convert your anti-eco rounds. I mean, these are the rounds that can never be in question. Look at what that's done to their economy as well. It's devastating. Oh man, NiP, that's going to give them a huge let-off. Well, they're going to spend all their money in return. An AWP for Easy, a rifle and Neo for the AK, sure, but outside of that, it's pistols. And the MAC-10 to try plug the gaps. Not ideal. And the nade to clear the smoke is perfectly timed, but Tania on the drive-by will still find the frag, and he's not let go of W since then. Max has gone back up the vent, so GUN5 have actually gotten quite a lot of ground. I don't think Wrinkle's ever going to expect him to be that close. The Mac 10 is in such a good position, and that's a free kill.
That's a big misplay from Wrinkle. I feel like Wrinkle had to be able to identify that they were close, and with that picked up AWP now, Sedame closes off this round. So even though NiP, they did win on a full eco, they will then lose against the low buy themselves, and the full investment from GUN5 pays dividends.
All right, well,
well
if these
then.
couple rounds are an indication of what we're going to be having here on this third map, we got to strap in, because this could be a back and forth affair, a lengthy one. NiP, they're going to have to, I don't know, do they buy up around these guns? They will, right? Yeah, definitely. They're going to have a full arsenal of weaponry. I mean, I've been doubting GUN5 throughout the series, honestly, ever since they lost those 1 versus 1s, but they still just continue to prove me wrong. Like, somehow, they still just so competitive.
Yeah, it was really rough. So, like, if anyone doesn't know, they were 10-5 up on Ancient, and then continued to lose 3 1 versus 1s in a row. Like, they'd won the pistol, they were 10-4 up, CT side, oh sorry, T side, happy days, and just real misfortune struck, and they pitted out from Ancient ever since then. And the big conversation was, like, can they reset coming onto Nuke? And, well, they got given a fairly lengthy reset. They got given a lot of time to process what had happened, and I think that's going to pay out in their favor. It's just going to cut down the momentum that NiP had from map 2, and it's made it a very level playing field. However, rifle still, NiP lose an open kill. Rez will get it back through the smoke. With these smokes faded, can they actually get down secret? The answer's going to be yes. Or at least they can fake it.
Yeah, they could have if they wanted to, and NiP won't know for a fact whether someone's crossed or not, I don't think. So that's why Alex has now had to rotate down, and that's why it's such a good decision here from GUN5 to double back.
No one's actually on the A-bomb site right now. Completely open. Maxter, he's outside by Unbreakable. Alex is clearing all of Secret, so now NiP are gonna clock. Oh crap, they're not outside. We've been played. But unfortunately, it's too late. They've come to that realization as GUN5 make their way onto that A-bomb site. Alex gets caught off guard as well. And Wrinkle now, with this lone AWP, has to slink off into the darkness, into CT spawn, and try and clutch on to whatever he possesses.
4-3. GUN5 have gotten themselves the lead here, and this was after a full investment coming through from the CT side. Just brilliant decision making, the way that they moved themselves around the map. Really good mid-rounding out of them. And they're looking like they want to hunt Wrinkle here as well. Oh my. If they get this kill, this next round becomes a whole lot easier. And they're going to commit a lot to this frag here as well. Going to get flashed forward is Celta, and even though Wrinkle can evade the flash, when he peeks back into the angle, Celta's there waiting. Hits the instant headshot. 4-3. Problems mounting here for the favorites.
Yeah, I mean, well, they've done it once. They've won an eco before, but I think that's something where it's like, when you win that type of round, that's something you have to capitalize upon, and they don't. They end up losing the next 2 in succession. So you've actually lost that massive kind of confidence booster that you did claim, and that's something that could spur you on to real success. And unfortunately, GUN5 on the T side nonetheless are not allowing anything of the swords and APOP. Yeah, sure, it's going into 4 players, but they don't seem to care as 4 different players pick up a kill apiece.
This GUN5 team seems to be like so good when they're the underdogs, because you'll watch them play a game against, I'm just gonna pick a random name like Illuminar or Enterprise. I don't know why it's the Polish teams, and that they'll just like lose 2-0, 13-9, 13-5 or something, and then you see the exact same team pitch up against a Furio in a grand final, and NiP here today. We've seen them against some other teams where they're overwhelming underdogs, and they still just seem to bring this crazy A game. I appreciate it, man. They always make it entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I've seen them do their best work when they're up against some of, like, you know, Furia, NiP. Like, those are some really serious names to be beating. And you'd then kind of assume, like, oh, GUN5 should be placed in, like, a higher level of Counter-Strike because of that. But no, it's because they do struggle to have that kind of consistency.
Alright, well, that's not, I guess, not what matters right now. No one will be giving them a shadow of a chance here in this qualifier. Imagine they make it.
If they make it to Atlanta, Christ.
Yeah. Are you getting a GUN5 tattoo, Freddy?
A GUN5 tattoo?
Yeah.
I mean, surely Buster should, not me?
He probably has one already, right?
He probably has one.
Imagine.
To be fair, a GUN5
Surely.
tattoo, like, you know, there's worse tattoos. Like, it's a kind of, it's a cool enough logo, and like, some logos really, like, I don't know, but it's a cool enough.
You could also play it off as some like biker gang or something like that. When
so
you
I've
tell
heard it's
people, like,
actually
you could really
pronounced.
sell it.
I've heard it's pronounced guns, actually, apparently.
I've heard that as well, but
I don't care.
I just really don't like it. So because I'm the caster, I get to just rewrite actually how it's supposed to be. If Buster wanted guns, should have just used an S, right?
Stop trying to be edgy.
Yeah, you can't redefine the way the English language works, guys.
You're like, but actually, it looks like an S.
Alright, well, it's looking like an L here potentially for NiP. Oh man, Wrinkle again, just not really up to scratch. Misses a shot, he goes down straight afterwards. A kill comes through elsewhere. It's a 5v3 off the bat here.
This is definitely worrying if you're GUN5. Sorry, if you're NiP. Like, you're on your CT side of Nuke. You literally want a full eco round. You should have been propelled into greatness. And instead, you've gone on the other extremity. You've gone into just despair. However, GUN5 may be a bit overzealous in this round. I was going to say until Maxa does just run through a smoke. But they seemed a little bit disjointed. Like, you know, you still had Tinner going down outside. You still had Easy. Like, you know, there was a little bit of lack of cohesion, and I think there definitely was a possibility where Rez could have got a multi-frag, and then Maxa could have initiated off that, but instead, it looks like it is just gonna, well, I was gonna say, it should just be going in favor of the T side, but now it's just Easy, left up alone, pistol out, he's fumbling, it's a 1 versus 2, and Rez, alongside Alex, clutch up every single frag.
I'm gonna keep it real with you 100. I was digging up some stats here on Nuke, and I just looked away from my screen for a brief moment. I looked back, and the kills are just coming through for NiP. That was a 4 versus 2 there, and GUN5 don't even get another kill in the post plant.
No,
how has that fallen apart so damn quickly? It's Rez, 1v9.
To be fair, Alex did also do some stuff, I will say. He also did, like, he did get 2 kills from Ramp, while Rez was getting 2 kills from Secret, but it's like, so that issue was exactly what I was saying. And I was like, oh, but it doesn't matter, they still won the round. It was the fact that GUN5 had, like, they were almost maybe like lackadaisical with their approach into that final, the final third of that round. Of like, oh, we've won, doesn't matter. Like, 2 people can come late outside and we can try find a pick. No, you're actually going to lose the round off it. Wrinkle, though, on the AWP, back in this next round. Bit of a heavy miss there. And he'll take a lot of damage for it.
Another one.
Another one.
Another miss. Yeah.
A lot, to be fair, since map 1.
Highlighting them because it's uncharacteristic. They need him to lock in here. And there we go. We'll find a frag, as does Isaac towards ramp. Remember, the previous round started 5v3, and then it was a 4v2 post plant for GUN5 that went awry. This time, NiP have been able to find the opening kills. And they've got to do most of their work on the CT side. They're going to win all 3 rounds remaining here as far as I'm concerned.
That's really rough. Like, GUN5 should be in a position where they're like 9-3 on this T side, and now it's really just pittering out. However, there's still a world this round's winnable. It all comes down to how aware is Easy of the possibility of a lobby lurk. Luckily for him, he diverts his attention completely away. He's going to go join up with his comrades down towards his B-bomb site, where Wrinkle has been spotted towards single door. However, he has backed away. With a bit of utility, GUN5 will have the luxury of getting the bomb down and playing post plants.
Actually done really well to finagle their way into this position, because it was looking like the round was dead in the water at one point, but a post plant to play off of now, 4 versus 3, sure a disadvantage, but it's doable. Easy's going to have to be the linchpin here in the round, and he hasn't been able to get anywhere where he's comfortable with this AWP right now. Great flick shot though. That creates some space. Seltzer's found a kill as well. The round's been flipped on its head. There's just nothing predictable about these rounds that we're watching right now. Alex is going to actually have to fall back as well. Wrinkle already committed to the save, and GUN5 have done it.
I feel like NiP gave so much respect to GUN5 in that round. They might be able to take some weapons away, and they can take everyone away. However, it's a silver lining amongst the rain cloud. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's a round where you have a 4 versus 3 advantage. You have all of lobby control. You've also identified the fact that there are players down towards B because of Wrinkle on the orb, and no one moves. No one budges. GUN5 get given so much space. They get given so much just like control completely for free out of respect that shouldn't have been warranted to them.
Yeah, true. That's probably a really good point. I feel like when you see NiP just flexing their muscles a little bit here, man, you know, backing themselves as individuals. And this is what I called for at the start of the map. I'm going to tap myself on the back here. I said I wanted to see Wrinkle looking to take this map by the scruff of the neck, and he really has been trying. Not as successful as he would have liked, but he certainly has been making the effort. Oh, Rez in and amongst the smoke grenades right now has been passed by one. Easy's here as well. There's already a player in secret, so Rez actually hasn't really been able to get much done from this position, but at least Wrinkle's still covering secret.
This Molotov is going to flush him out, though. He's not going to try and sit in it. There is a FAMAS waiting. Jaws open. Wrinkle's also repositioned as well to try and support some of his other teammates. And the T side very separated right now. One was down secret. It's yellow. Wait. Oh, I was thinking, like, what's happening in heaven? I was really confused why there were 2 players on each other. And it's because yellow got the jump. Now, similar to the previous round, we have a 3 versus 4 for GUN5 that's made contentiable, and the bomb will be planted in the 3 versus 3 retake.
Alright, well, the back and forth affair continues here, and Wrinkle is doing his damnedest to keep that up. NiP desperately need this round, because if they don't win it, then, well, they're almost just going to have only 4 to work with. It'll be really tough to get the 5th going into the last. So much relying on this retake being successful. He's playing behind the silo. He's got a teammate in heaven, but does he even need him? A double kill on the spray down. Wrinkle's got a kit, he's got a smoke, but he's running out of time, trying to force the fight with the first, but as he looks down to maybe just tap the bomb there, Easy steps out, gets the kill, completes it by himself. A quad kill as GUN5 get up to 7.
Living up to his name. Easy by name, easy by nature. That may as well have been a 1 versus 3, because he smites everybody in front of him. And these rounds, you could never predict them. But GUN5, what is a common theme is that they are fighting from behind, and NiP are somehow consistently allowing them to succeed while in those positions. 7-4 is already a perfect scoreline on the T side, but they'll be looking for 8.
NiP have had a good start to a number of these rounds that they haven't been able to go on and win, and I'm not just talking about an opening kill that goes untraded. 5 versus 3s. Not working out in their favor, offering up too much respect and space to GUN5. It feels like NiP have been trying to play the series as though they're playing against, you know, Cloud9 or FaZe. And sometimes you've got to play the situation, you've got to play the man, not just the game. Can't just be one textbook across the board for every opponent you have. When you're the favorites like this, you're NiP, throw Rez at them. Let Rez loose.
Throw Maxter.
Make plays. Throw Maxter, exactly. Give the confidence into the youngster, you know. Just haven't seen that, man. And I get that you want to go through the protocols. You want to play a certain style, a brand, a Counter-Strike, but there's a time and a place.
And what's really interesting is that GUN5 have shown no respect. It's something we've been commenting upon a lot, and something we've been noting of, like, they do not care they're playing NiP. And sometimes you're like, wow, that was really over-aggressive. But it seemingly always does work out. And now up against the low buy, it's just, it's unfair. It's a bloodbath. GUN5, 8-4 on their T side of Nuke. And after this half, they might just be dropping NiP to the lower brackets.
No need to be sure, no. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but alright. 1, 2, 3, just get over here. No need to be sure, no. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but alright. Just come over. Won't you come closer? Yeah, just come over. Oh, hey. 1, 2, 3, just get over here. No need to be sure, no. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but alright. 1, 2, 3, just get over here. No need to be sure, no. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but rolling on a feeling, knowing I must go on. If I don't do it now, I will never have it. Dreaming is deceiving, falling to slumber. If I don't do it now, someone else will grab it. If I don't get I wanted it so long. It's taking me some time. I tell myself don't stop. Like waves are breaking, I found a way, I made it. If only I don't stop. Sharper than an arrow, aiming at its target. If I'm losing grip, then I can always get up one more time. But when I'm at the summit, I won't take it for granted. Easy come, easy go, I won't let me slip out of this high. I won't know why.
For what should be the final time in the series, we are back and getting into the action. I say for the final time because who knows, we could have overtimes waiting in the wings. There could be even more halves left to be played here. Freddy, it has been one hell of a ride so far. GUN5 are on the brink of doing the unthinkable.
But they've been here before. And they've been even further along. Ancient 10-4. We cannot forget that. However, I think when we add in the conversation of Nuke and the fact they got 8 rounds on the T side of Nuke, that does... It's scary. If anyone doesn't know, Nuke is objectively the most T-sided map in this pool right now. And when you dominate in that fashion, and you should have maybe even got further because you lost to a full eco, well, even it's more impressive they came back after that full eco. They didn't seem to care. But now, on the C-side pistol, this could end it all. Molotov, top heart, no one's there. Ziello dodging both of those flashbangs. Dame, though, he's tapping away from second vent. Everybody's here for the CT side, and they are smearing NiP's bloods all over the wall.
Oh, they were so well poised to deal with that hit that comes through. They don't even lose a single player. A perfect defense on that A-bomb site. NiP, they just try and go for a structured strategy. They're executing into the A site, but unfortunately they just get mowed down upon entry. You love it when your dead vent player gets that first kill, right? Because then the next player who's coming out of hut for the T side, he's trying to clear all the way deep into dead vent. He's not even ready for the player under silo at that point.
Dead vent?
You never heard it called that before?
I called it Asia, second vent, or sorry, easy one was just going ace. That was a lot of money. I either call it Asia or second vent.
No one ever in the history of Nuke has called it Asia. Okay, first thing.
Well, what was the old?
you.
No, that there wasn't. So, was that
Second vent works.
What? There was a name that there used to be. There used to be like a very like. There was a name that everyone used it, and
There's
was
Mexico. There's Mexico that gets used on Inferno.
And there's the under silo. They call it Africa sometimes.
Okay, all right. Well, I think this is just for your team. Though, you know, funny enough, there are names like that. Conventions get weird sometimes. But I like Dead Vents. I think Dead Vent's a good one.
Dead vent is a good one, but it's quite a mouthful. Like Dead vent. But imagine trying to say that 20 times.
Vent. It's easier than second vent
vent.
because there's one less syllable. It's
Dead
quicker.
vent. Yeah, there was definitely so I used to call it something else, and that's for sure, but I can't remember. So it changed as well. Like it used to be a different graphic.
Oh yeah,
So
it
there
used
was
to be a vent that you could go down as well.
And then they changed it to like just a different like visual. So there might have been a name from that. But kind of regardless though, Hayes, we're in a very similar situation. We're in a 10-4 lead
It's
for
true.
GUN5, and they're up against
actually identical.
literally the same thing. I guess T side and CT side, but apart from that, like it's the same. And also easy because he got 4 kills on the SMG last round. That was an extra $3,200, I think. Yeah, 34. So he's brought off the AWP for that, even though he did die. Contact taken towards ramp. NiP, they are gonna now pop towards help because they've just eliminated both of the rotations. A massive blunder from Celta and Tin Air.
Okay, but now you can't spill it from here, NiP. You could do literally anything. You just
Can't.
group up with numbers, and it's a free round. Casello will be traded by the outside player. Alex will get that frag for free. A bomb site completely open, job done. NiP do as was required, and they win this first gun round. Not even much of a contest. Probably more of a bonus round for GUN5, bringing through the SMGs, and the FAMAS I think was in the mix as
They
well.
bought an AWP though. Like they did invest high into that, but at least they can save it. So I guess it's kind of like fine.
Yeah, he hasn't seen anybody. Hasn't even shot off a bullet in this round. Just needs to carry it through, like you say.
Well, right now, you had GUN5 previously given that taste of success. Unfortunately, though, got ripped away from them. NiP, they clawed back into Ancient. Surely you've learnt your lesson. Surely you don't repeat that same, like, just honest to God blunder again. And on the city side of
No
Nuke.
way, right? There's no way, surely. And we've been building this series the entire time as it basically being unlosable for NiP. And now we flipped that script entirely, right? We're saying unlosable for GUN5 from here. They need 3 rounds. I wouldn't say they can trip over the finish line from here, but oh man, if they don't win it from here, that would be a disaster. Let's see. Another gun round coming through. Pretty much a full buy. I mean, MP9 not the end of the world on Nuke. There's quite a few close quarter battles you can look to try and play into their strengths. You know, GUN5 are not afraid of getting their hands dirty. This is all on Alex, by the way. This is where the IGL needs to step up and just call one hell of a T side. Keep everybody focused, keep the belief, and just, yeah, make sure that you call one hell of a tight T side.
It's an awkward round because you have like, I think Easy's got the whole of hut control, like deep, and they have an idea that no one's in lobby. I kind of would like another rotation. Yeah, Sedame's come down. Somewhat joins yellow. No, Easy's still in hut. So Sedame is now playing somewhat together with the MP9. And Isaac by himself, it's gonna be a massive opening kill, and it's clinical. Head.
And that's going to bait Sedame in perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Because now they're going to be focused on decon. Even if Sedame just gets one frag, then you can take the attention away from his teammates. that ramp smoke, and he does. Perfectly played by Celta. He needs more than just the 2 though, because he's lost his teammates around him, and he'll swing hard onto Wrinkle, but the AK comes out on top. And now it's all on the youngster. It's easy in a 1 versus 2 clutch, and my god, Maxter steps into the scope and then takes Easy's head off.
The 2 players we were praising the most on Ancient, Maxter and Wrinkle, they step up in massive ways there. GUN5, I feel like they did everything right. You know, you basically have 3 players hot on the scene for GUN5, and nobody is able to basically give themselves that, like, extensive lead. And then Easy in that clutch, I don't even blame him. He gets destroyed. And NiP, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
It is. I'm getting a little bit nervy. Monty will be watching this game because they're going to play against the loser. They're hoping NiP make this comeback happen. I'll tell you that much. Even though GUN5 has looked as good as they have, if you gave Monty the choice, they're going to choose GUN5, right? In terms of who they play against.
I feel like as well, dude, like GUN5 have thrown everything at this series. They've given it their all. I feel like there's going to be a bit of exhaustion, almost being like, oh, that was a long game. We didn't even win it. But a full eco, you say? Oh my god, Yellow! What in God's name? He sees the orb. There's 1 player alive. NiP, they want a full eco on their city side. And now GUN5 emulating the exact same thing.
A disaster. Oh, a calamity. He doesn't even have armor. 5-7, a triple kill, and he gets out alive? Ridiculous. Call this guy Houdini because that was magical. And now it's all on Alex. And they know exactly where he is. He's got the bomb in his back. He's got a little bit of time, but not much. Easy will not give up this fight at all. Longer he stays alive, the further he draws this round out, and Alex will catch him as he tries to fall back. Okay, first frag found, but these other guys have all recovered weapons. They're going to be coming up the vent. They're going to be coming through from hut. He knows he has to try and bait them out, so he'll fake that plant. There's going to be more where that came from. Does he fake the plant again? No, he will commit now, but GUN5 are hesitant. They don't know if it's another fake or not. Alex will get the first. The transfer was so close, but Celta will finish it off.
It's the fact that Alex was called upon to clutch up a 1 versus 4, which is the crux of that matter. Like, that's not a good thing. And sure, he makes it super winnable, but anything other than a win is a failure. And NiP rolling in their graves. GUN5 celebrating. Exuberance now flowing through their bodies. 11-6. They have so much money, and Zello is going to be heralded as a god.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just give him a raise after that one. He deserves a bonus from Buster because that was a ridiculous effort coming through from him. That could put a nail in the... It has put a nail in the coffin. Whether or not it's the final nail is yet to be seen.
I want to see Buster's reaction to this.
Yeah, good point.
Buster's gonna go absolutely crazy.
He's got a few more followers than we do on this channel. A few more people watching.
Few more.
Yeah.
It's interesting that we don't know about a lot of these content creators. We don't speak the same language, obviously. And then when you look over, and then you're like, oh my god, you're like a literal celebrity.
He's got 4 million followers on Twitch, right? You were saying.
That's insane. That's insane on Twitch. But yeah, enough glazing.
We could see something pacey coming through here from NiP. Are they going to throw caution to the wind and look to just try and brute force their way back to victory? Because if they lose this round, they've got nothing. Pots and pans going into the next, and it'll be map and series point for GUN5. So there's a huge amount hinging on this round right now for the T side.
It's your lifeline. What a travesty, man. Like, I actually can't believe that's happened.
Well, NiP are going to have to put it behind them and focus up.
They have to.
There's a job to be done.
That's what separates kids between men. Good between greats.
And we saw GUN5 do it in the first half, right? You referenced it already, where they lost to the full eco and that barely disrupted them. Can NiP show the same sort of resolve?
The Orps come clashing in ramp. Not a fatal blow, but Wrinkle tagged down. Ooh, Rez might prompt his team now to go for an A split. He has just walked in, and sidelined the A anchor, but instead it's all going to be a ruse. Easy. This orb has to shine, but unfortunately, only shimmers for that first. Rotations thick and fast, but they're all only getting one. So Dame also reveals his position with the door being open. Tanir's not been quite in vent, so the T side, they have all the information, but Wrinkle left alone, not looking the right way. Backstab, GUN5 now have 6 opportunities to close out this map, close out the series, and put NiP in the lower bracket in round 1.
Where they'd have to play against Monty, by the way. One of the favorites here to qualify for Atlanta. One of the highest ranked teams in the competition alongside Saw. Could find themselves in the lower bracket in the first round. That is insane. As you say, 6 opportunities, and none will be easier than this one. It's pistols, a scout, and a Galil.
Yikes, man. Yikes. This is it. NiP. What's happened? Losing to GUN5 in ESL Challenger qualifier? Why are they even in the qualifier? They should be a team. The namesake should be at the top level of Counter-Strike. And now instead, do we even call them a tier 1.5? No, they're a tier 2 team. GUN5, they're giving themselves so much grace right now. Everyone's going to be knowing their name after this. Notoriety.
Absolutely. Put some respect on their name. They have heavily stacked up this B bomb site though, Freddy, and that's not where NiP are heading right now. It looks like they're in 2 mines as to where they want to go after getting ramp control. Maybe even 3 mines, because initially it was push hell, then it looked like maybe go down ramp, but they've actually just doubled back into lobby here. And GUN5 have doubled down on the stack in the lower bomb site. It does look like Tanir's going to head back up the ramp, and there's just never a world in which you expect Isaac in this position. Our position right now. Oh, never mind. Tanir expects it.
Oh, it's all kind of falling apart. 3 versus 2, but Tanir, he's dropped down. They don't know about this. There's the first, able to turn on a dime, and easy puts the nail in the coffin. It's red on the trigger for GUN5, and dismay for NiP.
Oh my goodness, I can't